that guy died how he lived, man. That's the dream. That's how they got to start.
Paul, I'm gonna go get some books. I have some magic books that I want to show you.
Oh, sweet.
Show them in the chat.
Competition.
Hey, Sam.
Yes, sir.
Not talking shit about Go versus Fish, but he
No,
has some
don't say
shipping
it.
problems.
Don't say it. That's mean. We're live. And I muted everybody. I'm just going to share this real quick on some places because I keep forgetting to do that before I start my set. Share it to the Hypothetical Comedy Network. Facebook wants to be slow. Oh, I could share it to a bunch of places all at once on this. I usually do it on my phone, and it takes me forever to do it. But this is so much easier.
The Royal Road to Card Magic. Does that mean anything to you?
Not to me. It means that Paul Cameron might enjoy
Not to Paul. I figured Paul.
Paul's muted.
Yes, it's the first book I ever read on card magic. It's pretty much the only book on card magic you really need. Good luck understanding it, though.
All right, where's the support?
That's a big book. Wow, that looks like a book of spells.
It's
in English.
That was our first joke.
If you're serious about learning, I'll teach you.
Well, I
have multiple copies of the book.
You gonna explain it to her?
I like it. I think it's all pretty interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hypothetical Comedy Open Mic, aka Did You Skip Me? Aka Am I Muted? Because I'm usually muted when I'm talking. Not now though. We're gonna do some comedy classes after the not some comedy. We're gonna do some magic classes after the show. So hang out. We'll do some magic classes. We got Paul. If you guys want to learn magic, I'm sure he will do it for a fee. It's pretty good, right? Pretty good, right, Paul? You could do magic classes. That'd be pretty cool. But I guess you can't teach magic because it has to you have to be born with it, you know. Anyways, what's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? I gave Paul Kimmer the light one time and he made it disappear.
Or I just ignored it.
No, he just made the batteries die, actually. That bastard. That was my phone. So, my name is Funky Sam Medina. I live in Tracy, California. If you've never heard of Tracy, I don't blame you. It's a sad, small little town in California. I think the saddest part is I'm the second most famous person here. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I do have an OnlyFan. I like that joke because it's short and I can put it on a little meme. A little meme like this. You know what, you guys? I'm not supposed to say anything. I'm not supposed to tell you about this, but I'm super excited, so I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I just recently signed a deal with Hulu, and I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, thank you very much. I get 3 months for $1, you guys. Yeah, this whole COVID thing has us tripping out, you know. Grocery shopping was super stressful. I had to give up grocery shopping. I switched to online grocery deliveries. Did I say that? Grocery delivery system. There we go. It's like a bad breakup. It's cool. It's like a bad breakup because they come to your house, they leave all your stuff on the porch, and they call you when they leave. I guess that would have been better if I didn't mess it up. I was going to work a couple days ago, and I was in a hurry. When I got there, I realized instead of my mask, I got a pair of underwear. That was a shitty day. That was a very shitty day. So I thought my comedy was hot shit. I thought I was blowing up recently, you know. I told my wife, I was like, hey, I have 17 Facebook friend requests that I'm not even going to answer. And she goes, oh, that's cute. I have 162. It's crazy. Speaking of my wife, last night I was getting ready for bed like around 3 a.m. and she woke up to go to the bathroom. And I was like, wait, before you go back to sleep, let me tell you this joke I'm working on. It did not end well for me, you guys. It did not end well for me at all. She said, I hate you, and she went back to sleep. True story. The joke was this. I enrolled my dog in a martial arts class. It's called Taekwondo Doberman. Yeah, I know that joke almost ended my marriage. It was worth it. It was worth it. They say you should never date a comedian, and I do agree with that. I think the reason why I would never date a comedian is because my wife is also a comedian and she might know her. I'm vegan now. I've been vegan for a little over a month, and I want to make sure everybody knows that. It's really tough, though, being a vegan, finding places that cater to my dietary needs. Like, I went to my favorite restaurant, and I was like, hey, what's your best vegan dish? With meat. Nothing. And then today, my wife and I went out to lunch, and she was like, you know what? You've been doing really good on this new diet. I'm proud of you. You can have anything on the beer menu. And she went to the bathroom. So I called the waiter over. I'm like, hey, I want you to bring me a beer with a steak in it. And he's like, what? Oh, what? I go, look, I don't got a lot of time here, okay? Go in the back, cook a steak, put it in a beer, bring it out to me. We'll call it Ale 1. Grocery shopping is different being a vegan. Like the other day I was at the grocery store, and I was walking through the meat section, and I was looking at the steaks and the pork chops and the chickens, and I was like, wow, this section is dead to me. In more ways than one, guys. This guy commented on one of my Instagram photos. He put hashtag vegans are hypocrites and hashtag plants have feelings too. And that's not why I do this. I'm not a vegan to be cruelty free. That's just like a bonus. Like, I'm a vegan because of the way it makes me feel. Superior. It's true, it's true. I have a lazy eye, which is okay because it matches my personality. My other eye isn't lazy, and so we had to do a DNA test to make sure it's my real eye. I saw this article about Zoom bombs about my set from the night before. I did, just like that joke. What I think is cool? I do it because I'm married, but I think it's cool, because like finally the woman has to buy her own dinner, and if the guy gets two hands, then she can just log off the Zoom chat. It's like a win-win situation. I also like Zoom comedy. My favorite part about Zoom comedy is there's a lot less walking involved. It's true. I was trying to, I'm on a diet, trying to lose weight and stuff. And my wife told me that Sundays can be cheat days. So Sunday, I got a hooker. Yeah, it's always good to set goals for yourself when you're trying to lose weight. It's always good to have goals and to set goals. And so I decided that my my target shirt size is target shirt size. All right, you guys, this is fun. General rules of this mic are don't heckle and don't be an asshole, and I think most of you can handle that. So let's keep this thing moving along, you guys. This first guy that's coming up to the virtual stage, he's a friend of the show. He's a favorite here at Hypothetical Comedy. He needs no further introduction. Give it up for Paul Kilmer, everybody.
Woo!
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
How you guys doing tonight? I decided I was going to do more magic than comedy tonight, but I will start by saying this. Doesn't it feel like 2020? Doesn't it feel like if it were an 80s action movie and the bad guy won? Doesn't it feel like Hans Gruber grabbed John McClane and he just shot him in the head and threw him out of the tower, and now all the birds are dying and awesome people are dead and California's on fire and Arby's is closing near me. But yeah, like I said, magic. Here, we'll start this.
Wait, what?
All right.
Hey.
If you noticed, I didn't have a VOD before. That hurt. Okay. So, this one's going to be a little bit different. Sam, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Paul. How are you doing?
Okay. Do you prefer blue or green?
Green.
Green. Blue or green? We're going to play a little game. If I win, I get $20.
From who, Paul? From who?
You.
What? That's not part of the game.
If you win, I still get $20. Nice.
I like it.
I came up with that all by myself. So you don't accuse me of cheating. I put the 2 poker chips under a shot glass. Do you prefer blue or green?
Again, green.
Okay. The only thing I'm allowed to do is jiggle the glass around. Watch this. Number 1, I didn't know which chip you were going to choose. You the blue one, but you didn't. You chose the green one. The green one is gone.
Oh, dang.
I didn't touch it. Nice. None of you saw that, but that was awesome. What I'm going to do is take the green chip.
What?
No, I'm an actual magician. I can do things. I'll take the green one. I'll give you a chance to win back your money. But remember, when I say win back, I'm going to win no matter what. So why don't we just get rid of the green chip altogether? I know, it's in the other hand. So this is what's going to happen. I will really give you a chance to win back your money, Sam, even though this is hypothetical. Because it's a hypothetical comedy network, and I thought you would appreciate that branding.
I do.
Oh,
I
God.
really do.
Okay, Ashley, are you in the room?
I'm in the room, Paul.
Okay, you brought up that book. I'm going to do a trick from that book.
Yes.
Right now. So, Ashley, tell me when to stop. Running out of cards.
I said stop.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm running out of cards.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so just memorize that card.
Got it.
All right, and I will bet you $20 that card is in this envelope.
I accept that bet.
Sweet. Because here's the problem. Even though that trick's in the book you have, I do it slightly different. I have an envelope with a card in it, and it just happens to have every single card in the deck of cards on it. Well, I could have had everybody in the room pick a card. Do you know how many $20s of dollars I could have gotten? Look, this is hypothetical. It doesn't matter. I don't know what your card is. It didn't matter. This is just a way to get punched in the face at a dive bar. I wouldn't know what your card is. I don't know what your card is. Sam, how many more minutes do I have? I feel like I'm done.
You have one minute.
Oh, hey guys, you know it was free pen day at the bank? Yeah, you could go down and request a pen. They said I could choose any pen, and I chose this pen. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. They were angry. I have scary strength when somebody tells me I can't have something, but, you know, they called the police, but I'm deceptively quick. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Paul Kilmer. I'm a professional magician and comedian, so if you don't like my stuff, it really doesn't matter. I hope you guys have a good day.
All right, Paul. Keep going for Paul Kilmer, everybody. Keep it going for Paul Kilmer. I just left my name on his set the whole entire time. Sorry about that, Paul. You don't know what I did, but on the stream I have names, and I actually forgot, and I left my name up the whole entire time. So everybody thinks that I'm a magician now. Are you going to give me that $20 though? I might. All right. Keep it going for Paul Kilmer. If you guys don't like Paul Kilmer, then you don't like magic. That's what I thought he was going to say. I thought he was going to say that, but he did not. He did not, so I said it for him. Let's see here. What are we going to do next? Okay, so the next person is not here, I believe. So let's go to the next person after that. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for T.L. Devaney.
Hey, thanks, Sam. Hey, is Deb Marr here?
Not officially. Not officially.
Okay.
She will be here, though.
Okay, good, because that way I can leave my fan on and no one will yell at me. So, as many of you know, I suffered a head injury when I was a little kid, and I have a lot of long-term effects from that. Also, immediately following the head injury, I developed a severe seizure disorder, so severe that they had to put me on adult doses of anti-seizure medications, which are all downers. And so to counteract that, they also had to put me on a stimulant. And the stimulant they put me on is a prescription drug called Disoxin, which is methamphetamine. So between the ages of 3 and 6, I was on adult doses of downers and also methamphetamine. And then after I hadn't had a grand mal seizure for a year, they pulled me off the drugs, called me good, set me on my way. I don't remember too much from that period of my life. I do know that baby meth head really hates it when you take the meth away. I also know if you ask me what the best part about having kicked meth cold turkey at the age of 6 is, it's the fact that my teeth grew back. I was doing another Zoom comedy show the other night. We had one audience member in the room who private messaged me to tell me that he thought that I looked like Steve-O with more teeth. I said, yeah, I'm exactly like Steve-O if you gave him the meth at age 3. It's like all the brain damage, none of the fun. All of the stunted growth, none of the stunts. All of the agony, none of the infamy. That's me. I have been sheltering in place and working from home since February 27th. That's right. We're coming up on 7 months of this. 7 months for me.
Woo.
I have gotten to the point of not having any other form of conversation, that I'm just now arguing with songs that come on the radio. Yeah, you guys know that song, Horse with No Name by America? There's a part of it where it goes, there were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rings. I'm like, hey, listen up, Mr. Lead Singer of America. That is not how and things works. You do not say and things and then go on to name other specific things. Jesse's girl comes on the radio. I want to give Jesse a lecture. Hey, Jesse, I don't know if you know this or not, but Rick Springfield is not your friend. Rick Springfield is some guy that's been trying to hit on your girl for like 40 years. He's out here singing this song on the radio, and I don't really see you doing anything about it. Then I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's like 2 popular versions of the song, I Say a Little Prayer. There's one that's by Dionne Warwick, which has never prompted me to argue with it. But the Aretha Franklin song came on the radio the other day, and there's that line that goes, I run for the bus, dear. And I just go, no, you don't. Because if there's one thing I'm sure of in this whole stupid world, it's that Aretha Franklin never ran after any goddamn bus. I have an aunt. My mom's sister is terminally ill with breast cancer. She's in home hospice. My other aunt and one of her old friends are taking care of her in her home. And in the last week, I've been going back and forth to her place, which is like an hour and 45-minute drive from here, every couple of days to see her. It's mostly she's just been out of it. She hasn't really been able to talk to me much. Today she was able to talk to me, so that was good. But what ends up happening, in these situations is a lot of family politics. A lot of family dynamics come to light. About the first thing that happened was I got there ahead of my mom the first time I was going over, since I was made aware of the situation, and my aunt's friend who's been there taking care of her said to me, oh, hey, you want to go out on the porch and smoke some pot, kind of take the edge off the situation? I was like, yeah, but let's do it before my mom gets here, because she's cool, she's a pretty progressive lady, but she's a drinker and she kind of doesn't like the whole pot smoking thing, and she wasn't due for a while. So and this is like a 4-minute time frame, the whole pot smoking scenario, right? So we go out on the porch and we're smoking pot, and who comes right then? Who comes walking through the house out onto the porch but my mom? You know, and it's like I should be beyond. I should be at the maturity level in my life where like I don't get that like busted feeling in my stomach, nor does it come out of my mouth as soon as she walks out the door, busted. But that's where I'm at. That is exactly what happened. It's also funny because my mom and my Aunt Sue, who's the one that's sick, and then we have my Aunt Liz, who's the other aunt who's been there helping care for my Aunt Sue. For some reason, my Aunt Liz is the youngest in their family, and her whole life, all the other siblings have been trying to convince her that their dad is not actually her dad.
My God.
And it's still going on, even with my Aunt Sue being sick. Like my Aunt Sue and my mom both got the 23andMe, and my Aunt Liz is afraid to take it because they've got her convinced that her mom had an affair with some other man about town. They even like have told her who they think it is. So scared of this thing that they've worked so hard their entire life, you know, and she's like in her late 60s. Like, the shit never ends, and I'm just like, you know, they have one brother and one sister who already passed, and like once my Aunt Sue passes on, it's just gonna be my mom and my Aunt Liz. That's all they're gonna have left, and the bullshit just will not stop, you know. And you know, it's just the family is just weird. Like, and I go in today, and like the other days that I've been there, like my Aunt Sue just like she would come to some point of lucidity, you know, and just say something like, "I'm not sick. What's going on?" You know, and then pass back out. And today she actually was talking to me a little bit and said something to me the effect of, I really wish I was well enough that you could talk to me about you, and not everyone didn't have to sit here talking about me all the time. Like,
It's sad.
I know. And the last time that she had a lucid moment, she was telling us about how she wished she hadn't wasted so much of her life on things that really didn't matter. And, you know, so it's a hard situation, despite the fact that we, you know, find moments of humor in it. So, anyhow, that's what's been going on with me. I'll throw it back to your host, Mr. Funky Sam Medina. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Hell yeah, thanks for being here, Theo. Thanks for being here. And then, you know, Bobby Sutton has a really good term that I do like, and I've never said it to anybody, but I'm going to say it to you right now. Angels on you and your family, Theo.
Oh, thank you.
Very, very difficult situation. I like that saying. It sounds really like, you know, it's just, you know, it's a lot more than like prayers and thoughts. It's just angels on you. I like that a lot. So I do wish the best for you and your family. It's a terrible time. But thank you for being here, man. I'm glad that, you know, I could help take your mind off it for just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, let's keep this thing. I'm all like, okay, anyway. Let's get this thing going, you guys. Let's do this. Let's rock and roll. I'm going to warn every single person right now that's watching this on the stream, that's in the Zoom room. I'm going to warn all of you right now. Hold on to your socks, because this guy is going to do his best to knock them off. No? Okay. Where is he? Where is that rascal at? Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, for your viewing pleasure, Joe Gorman.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to want to kill the President of the United States of America. Let's do this, man. I've been hitting my vape pen and drinking Folgers coffee like a red-blooded American. Let's do this, man. It is Friday night. I have about 7 months of sexual frustration and 5 minutes of unmitigated, uncensored comedy, man. And that's what it's all about. Fucking freedom of speech and freedom from consequences, huh? You got to include that little after part, too. That's how you avoid any problems. Did you guys know that anything you say in your stand-up comedy act cannot be used against you in a court of law? Trust me, man. I'm a lawyer. I'm the comedian lawyer, all right? Listen, let me tell you something. If Chris D'Elia had my business card, it would have ended up a lot different for him, all right? This kid would have ended up in jail, all right? That's the level we're working at, all right? I make Ally McBeal look like fucking court time TV, man. That's what's going on. Fuck yeah, dude. We're hanging out. We're doing Zoom comedy. I honestly think it is the purest form of stand-up comedy. I am over the idea of performing in an auditorium with hundreds of my screaming fans buying my merch. I want people hanging out in their living room doing Schedule 1 drugs, watching a live stream of my comedy done from the comfort of my house while I'm doing Schedule 1 drugs. That's a connectivity that only exists in this day and age. Let me tell you, Sam Kinison would have killed for the ability to just do a bunch of drugs in his house. Honestly, God rest his soul, if Zoom comedy had been around in the 80s, I think a lot of those brave comedians that died of drug overdoses could have at least died of drug overdoses in the comfort of their own home rather than a comedy club in the Midwest. Like, that's where you're going to die in the 90s? Have fun with that. Enjoy being buried in a ditch, man. I'm fucking criticizing people, but I'm like, yeah, I'm in New York, like the more expensive place where everything is closed down. That's equally fun. $1,200 a month just to sit in an apartment and yell into a webcam, which I could do anywhere else in the world for significantly cheaper, but I want to do it in New York, man. I listen to that Jay-Z song, Empire State of Mind, every day. I do a line of ketamine, and then, like, I'm ready to take on the day, man. I was thinking about this. Like, I bet, like, if I was super into ketamine, which I am absolutely not, I would just... That's like the easiest way to get that horse tranquilizer, which you then grind up, snort, and feel amazing. But of course, I would never endorse doing a super awesome drug on Facebook where employers could watch. But what if somebody wanted to hire me? Like, we need a cool guy on the staff. That's what we're really looking for than anything else. I am tired of hanging out at the water cooler and talking about what you saw on TV. I want to see some guy who's been to the edge of human psyche and made it all the way back, man. I'm feeling fucking great, man. I feel alive. Let me tell you something. Love Zoom comedy. Hate Zoom working, you know? I'm doing my own thing, but like, it's like, oh, we gotta have a fucking Zoom meeting and check in on me, so I gotta fucking get dressed and do my hair. Fuck that, man. Like, we should never have to turn our webcams on during Zoom meetings. Sometimes I'm at a Zoom meeting and I am like, boring. I want to get in high. I want to smoke weed and not do a job I was hired for. So like, I'm an adult, dude. I fucking turn off my webcam, hit the bong. I don't mute my microphone. Why does a bong always sound like a bong? They know exactly what it is. It's the most distinct sound in the world. You hear the sparking of the lighter, burning of the herb, bubbling, coughing, self-loathing. It's all there. Elon Musk, you can create some fucking spaceship that can go into orbit and whatnot. Why don't you create a bong that, I don't know, maybe sounds like a car engine revving up, you know? Maybe a dog barking, anything. Dude, I'll even take a bong that sounds like flatulence, like just a dude busting ass. I'll take that, you know? Like, I turn off my camera, I hit the bong, my boss like, whoa, Joe, is everything okay? Yeah, man, I just shit my pants. Carry on, boss man, carry on. But what can we do, man? I guess just mute my microphone like a non-fucking idiot, but that's not the way I roll, baby. All right, thanks a lot, everybody.
Hell yeah. Keep it going for Joe Gorman, everybody. Let him hear it.
Good job, Joe.
All right. Yeah. One person liked him. That's cool. One person more than last week, you know?
You did it.
No, I was going to tell you, dude, I love watching you. You're like, I love watching you. You're one of my favorite comics.
Okay, that was a joke. This is not the Joe Gorman.
Oh, yeah. No, your energy's so cool.
Thanks,
That's later, after the show's over. That's when we give Joe all the hand jobs. But not now. All right.
Not on record, dude.
Yeah, not on record. We have to do it privately. Oh, man. So let's move on, you guys. This next comic, she is an amazing lady. She interviewed Athena and myself like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, something like that. It was an honor to be on her show. It's called Comedy Spot. Look for it on YouTube and Facebook and all that good stuff. I'll let her tell you more about it herself. I'll get up for Linda Marcus Smith, everybody. Linda Marcus Smith.
Yeah. Do I have to look at myself? Who invented this shit? This is crazy. Yeah. You know, when you get older, you have to pretend certain things. And us baby boomers are really good at pretending. Yeah. So I came up with this little ditty for you. Whoa, yes, I'm the great pretender. Pretending I'm not getting old. But I am getting old. Oh, my gosh. Do you know, I just turned 21 for the third time.
Woo!
I'm killing it, getting older. Oh, my gosh. 21 times 3 plus 6. And the other night at a club, this little white drunk heckler lady said, "You look good for 69. She did the math drunk. And I was like, that's impressive. And I thought it was a compliment. And then it dawned on me, wait, that's conditional. You know, that's saying you look good for your age. And that reminds me of what all the white men say to me. Like, and that's why I like black men. You thought I was going to say something else. Shame on you. But black men tell me, you know, you look good, mama. And I'm a mama. It works for me. But I come from Portland, Oregon, and we have white hipsters out there. And you know what they say to me? You look amazeballs. Do you think I know what I'm going to do with that? I'm not going to Google it because they check your hard drive after you kill your third husband. I tell people I come from the Upper West Side, and they go, "You don't sound New Yorkie." And no, because it's the Upper West Side of the map, Oregon. I have a lot of fun confusing if I'm going to be confused, I'm damn sure going to confuse other people. That's my superpower, confusing people. Yeah, in Portland, it boasts the most amount of strip clubs per capita. Look at me. Do you think that I'm going to be making hay on that one? It's not my thing, right? Hats off to to the strip. They have the most amount of strip clubs per capita. And from Monday to Sunday, I can't even remember what per capita even means. Not a fit. It's just not a fit. They have a naked bike ride in Portland. I know you've heard. 20,000 people go by naked by my window every year when I was there. All I wanted was focus on one male scrotum. Do you think that's too much to ask? I get out there and I'm trying, and they're whizzing by lickety split, and I'm like, and I'm just trying to get one scrotum, just one. And this guy yells at me. Oh my God, he yelled at me. He goes, "Get out of the bike lane, you crazy bitch." So I took all my jokes and I went to New York City to do comedy. And when I got there, I saw that Empire State Building, you guys. It was way up there like that fan. And it was so impressive. Oh my God. And I was so excited mostly because Trump didn't build it. And when I saw it, I started hearing that song in my head, "If you can make it," that one. And then I heard a familiar ditty, and oh my God, "Get out of the bike lane, you crazy bitch." So I took my jokes and I moved to Vegas. And that's where I'm at now, living in Vegas. I got here just in time for the shutdown, which means I'm in Sin City and there's no sin nowhere. It's not going to work. The shutdown happened, and it's crazy because I was in my room and I don't always understand the news. And they were on there and they were saying, no matter what you guys do, stay in your rooms at the beginning of stay in your rooms and don't stick your fingers in any of your orifices. I'm like, dang, Big Brother is watching us. So, yeah, you got to be careful what you do in your rooms. But I've been killing it lately because of my comedy career. I've been killing it mostly at bus stops. There's a little old lady at the bus stop. She looks sad. Well, of course, I'm going to tell her a joke and a blah, blah punchline. She says, keep your day job. You guys, I haven't had a day job since 1996. But now I got a day job right here in Vegas, street walking. Got me a prom gown and some hooker heels and a Fitbit. What were you thinking, you nasty people, you? Young Linda Marcus Smith.
All right, Linda, keep going for Linda Marcus Smith, everybody. Oh, Linda, before you're done here, do you want to go ahead and tell them about Comedy Spot?
Say that again?
Do you want to tell them about Comedy Spot?
Yes, please hit me up on Facebook, Linda Marcus Smith, and my show is called Comic Spot, COMICS apostrophe. It's on Spotify, and it's on Facebook Live and YouTube, and it's on every platform, soon to be on every platform but my hooker heels. And I'd love to interview all of you. Hit me up.
Cool. Yeah, hit her up. She's awesome. Her interviews are really fun. We were on her show, like I said, a little over a month ago. It was awesome. Keep going for Linda, everybody. Get her here. All right. Thank you very much, Linda, for being here. You're awesome. Let's keep this thing moving along, you guys. Who is next? Oh, I see who's next. Okay, let's keep this thing moving, you guys. Let's get up for your next comic. I know he's in the room. I don't know where he is now, but I saw him earlier. Get up for Hari Krishna Patel, everybody. Hari Krishna Patel.
Yay.
Hi, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah.
See, Linda, I just have the privilege of changing my gallery view so I can see everybody and not myself. Maybe I'll teach you sometime.
Okay.
But you know, guys, I was talking to a friend of mine. She's pretty woke, and she was just like having a rough day, and she was just blaming everything on 2020. And I'm like, how far are you gonna go to blame everything on the year? I mean, till now, for the past 3 years, you were blaming Trump for everything. But finally, it's the year, not a human being anymore. A lot of terrible things are happening. You know, a lot of terrible things are happening. By the way, the friend I was talking about, she's my ex-girlfriend now. It's quarantine season. We all talk to our exes. We have lowered our. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the background music. Whosoever that is, but yeah. So the reason we broke up were 3 major reasons why we broke up. I'm gonna count all of them. The first one was I wasn't washing my dishes after I was done, and I'm like, coming from a brown family, I thought it was women's job, but I didn't realize that. The second reason she wasn't into me because she's like, you're an emotionless person, and I told her I don't know how to feel about it. And the final reason, this is the day when we had breakup because so my gym trainer told me that on cheat days I can eat whatever I want. So I ate my neighbor's pussy and she was upset about it. So she broke up with me. But yeah, going back to all the terrible things that's happening in 2020, racism is one of them, you know. And I have been a victim of it. I won't lie. But just coming from a skin color that's a little bit brownish, the most racism I have faced is like I don't have an accent. I don't know if having an accent is the racism for me or not. But yeah, I got over that one. It took me a while to understand that having an accent is a racist thing to say by my white Uber driver. The second most act of racism I've faced is when I'm going through security at the airport. They are always like, we're going to pull you off for a random check. And I'm like, your random checks are becoming very regular for me all the time. So this time I was traveling. I was doing some COVID traveling for a friend's wedding. And I was like, this time I'm not going to get pulled over no matter what happens. So I was prepared in my head. I'm like, as soon as he starts tapping me down and asking me to step aside, I'm just going to sneeze in the middle of the airport. But that would be the first time an Indian guy would be proud taking Asian as a name as a tag for them because of the COVID reasons. and and then I started working out after I came back from that traveling because I was traveling, and like because of the COVID, most of the airlines have taken off the middle seats, so now there's only 2 people in the 3 seats, and I was still feeling fat. Till now, I was thinking that it was 3 people sitting in 2 seats, and now there was only 2 people, and I was still feeling fat. So I started working out. I joined this plan where I have a dietitian and a fitness coach and stuff like that, and they guide me through it. And I started learning about it. Like, to lose body fat, the 3 major things you need to do is keep watch on your diet, drink a lot of water, and work out. Now, drinking a lot of water is also the reason I pee a lot. And which reminds me that if I keep peeing a lot and flushing a lot, I might be the reason for water shortage in California. And then the second most is like, while you're burning your fat, it's the research says that the fat is converted into carbon dioxide and water, which was very interesting to me when I found that out. So I was talking to my friend, my ex-girlfriend. My dad told me to cut off the carbs, so I cut her off in that sentence. But I was talking to her. I'm like, I'm losing fat, and that's releasing carbon dioxide in the air. And she's like, "You are the reason for global warming." And I'm like, "Nope. Put that back in your woke pants. It's 2020. Thank you, guys. That's."
Yay.
All right, Hare Krishna, everybody. Keep it going. Hell yeah. Hey, where are you located? Because I think you're local to me.
I'm Alameda.
Okay, so you're Bay Area. You're local. That's cool, man. Maybe I'll see you around when the world opens up again.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hell yeah. All right, keep it going, everybody. You guys never listen to me. It's okay. Whatever. You guys hate me, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Speaking of hating people, especially men like myself, this next comic, she's a really funny lady, and she also hates men. Get over Amber Gill, everybody.
Yay, man hater.
What an intro.
Linda's here. Linda, I remember meeting you so early, and you were so supportive. I love you.
I love you, Amber.
Yeah, I want to stop hating men, but I keep coming to these fucking Zoom mics. And for experience, 2020 is a fucking shithole. And one more thing is RBG left us today, which I'm like, okay. It's really a tragedy, actually. And I had a male friend reach out and console me, like, sorry for your loss. And I'm like, it's your loss. Like, her lessons weren't done, and now we have to keep teaching them. I live in Oregon. You may have heard our state is on fire. I actually looked it up. It's almost 1 million acres. I was like, I don't know much about acres. I was like, there's 1 million acres here. 1 million of which is on fire. It's pretty overwhelming. I feel like we were like calling this year a dumpster fire before, and it was really funny because it was metaphorical, and now it's like quite real. And I was, it's hard when you're like in this situation. I definitely was an apocalyptic denier. I'm a person of little faith, but at this point, I'm like, okay, mercy. Like, I will invite those 2 young closeted gay men into my house. I will invitation to youth group. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to be saved. Like, I don't know how this works. I'm just kidding. I know only lesbians can save me. All of us. If there's any hope, like, find your local Subaru. Like, find them. Actually, we did have rain, which was a huge blessing, and the fires are slowly coming under control. There's this great irony now that the Southeast is just being totally fucking flooded. It's just crazy. I mean, like, where is Captain Planet when you need him? Like, hello. Combine these 2 massive effects. I also feel like we just need heart, I think. Also, I love it. Captain Planet was so funny. Dude, Middle America is looking really good. Like all those shit states, no offense, you guys, that everyone tries to but I'm like, what? I mean, just based on not being on fire or flooded, you're like, what is this paradise utopia you speak of? South Dakota, you say? Like, all looking real good right now. I was really sick for 2 weeks. I thought I had COVID. I did not. I had a really bad strep throat. I'm just like finally feeling better. I'm like high on life. I don't know if it's like this is what meth feels like. If it is, fucking amazing. Like I feel so good right now. So I couldn't like swallow or open my mouth all the way. It was getting really scary. Insert dickuendo here. The hardest part is I got to a point where I couldn't talk at all. And if you know me, you know how I like to run my mouth. So that was really tough. I could barely make fun of men. It was just terrifying. On top of all this, I also had my period, which is always a trip because that shit, like hormones control us. They completely dominate our behavior way beyond what we think. Like, for some reason, even in my like completely out of it state, I was like, I have to clean the floorboards. I get into this weird thing where I'm like nesting. Like, I don't know. I don't have the heart to tell my uterus that like, nothing is coming here. Like, nothing is going to arrive here. Like, you're embarrassing yourself, dude. Like, there is nothing to prepare for. Another thing I think of with hormones is like how my general behavior would change. Like, I feel like if I didn't have like my hormones, I would talk to like, I don't know, like 70% less men. And I would probably fuck like, I don't know, 100% less men. Like, it's just totally control me. Lesbians will save you. Okay. One of the small positive things about COVID is that our government is really like sexually loosening up a lot. Now all of a sudden, like our like puritanical ways have gone out the door, and they're just kind of like, yeah, they're like freaks. They're like, wear masks when you're fucking, and if you can, like, get on video chat and just like masturbate together, and like, you know, do a little dirty talk. Maybe come on screen. They're like, whatever you have to do. Glory holes are literally recommended by the CDC. Beautiful thing. Men, you can go back to a time of pretending the person on the other side is a woman. Like, it's all beautiful. Government. I'm gonna, just one thing I learned recently. There's of our opening ways. So they looked at the gender breakdown of how women and men have a positive or negative perception of dick pics. And this is going to be staggering information, but gay men, bi men, 100% positive reaction. There was a huge like sample size, by the way. And for straight and bi women, 7%. That's your odds, gentlemen. 7% had a slightly positive reaction to receiving a dick pic. So just keep that in mind when you're taking all those angles and considerations. They probably don't want you. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being here, Amber. Keep it going for Amber Gill, everybody. Keep it going. Hey, so just for the record, when I say that she's a man-hater, I do say that in jest. I mean, she is. But if you know men, can you really blame her? Come on now. There was somebody laughing loudly during her set for a second, and it drowned her out. I don't know who it was, but I bet it was a man.
Yes.
I have this stupid little funny story about Amber. I don't think I've ever said it in front of her, so she'll be surprised. We were playing game night, our Thursday night plug, Thursday night game night. We were playing game night, and we were playing Quiplash, and it was question time, so everybody was just answering the questions, and it was just like dead silence. And Amber breaks the silence by saying, "Oh, my favorite sound, silent men." I love that. I told so many people about that. I love that. It was so funny. It was so funny. All right, let's keep this thing moving along, you guys. This next guy coming to the stage, he's a regular here. He's been here since day one. I'm super excited to see him. Get up for Miguel Osornio, everybody. Miguel Osornio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's up, buddy.
Oh, there you are.
Hello, hello.
Gotcha. You good?
Good.
You good? Oh, you're still muted. I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. I'll come all over again.
Cool. Sorry, I was just playing on the silent men thing.
That's awesome.
I'm also really bummed that Ruth Ginsburg passed away, and she was going to be my Woman Crush Wednesday next week, and now I'm going to look like a real weirdo, you know. So I don't know if you guys know this, but her last dying wish was to not be replaced until the next president is elected. And surprisingly, Republicans decided they're going to rush a conservative candidate into her seat because you know how much Republicans love forcibly shoving things into women's spots. And like, I know Democrats do too. Like, I get it. We keep voting rapey men into power. It's real bad. All right. Cool. I lost my job last week, and what's really funny is the first job offer that I got was from a drug dealer, which you know, say what you will about the illegal drug industry, at least they're willing to take a chance on, you know, a nobody with no experience. That's real cool. It feels almost like a Dare commercial or something. Like some dude in the corner is just like, "Hey kid, you look like you got spunk. Want to sell some drugs?" And I'm just like, "Me, mister?" I don't think I would be good at selling drugs, but I would look adorable with face tattoos. I know that for a fact. I would get away with so many crimes. Like, I could be on trial for murder and the judge would be like, "I'm sorry, he's got a cupcake on his right cheek? That's no murder. That's a goddamn cutie patootie." I had to pick my brother up from jail one time. I don't know if any of you had to pick my brother up from jail, but when I got the call to pick him up, to let me know that he was in jail, it was at night, so I couldn't go pick him up, and I was just really stressed out. So just I was so stressed out, and then I just started cleaning things. Like I cleaned my room and my bathroom. Like, I just left the place spotless. And afterwards, I was just kind of like, wow, my brother should get in trouble way more often. Since I lost my job, if any of you guys want to pay me to clean your apartment, just get my brother in trouble, and you're gonna have a real nice place. Oh man, anyone else here miss my ex? Why didn't you guys let me know you didn't like her? I don't. That makes sense. No, it's fine. Like, I don't really have a problem with being broken up with or whatever. It happens regularly, but I do think it's kind of shitty to break up with someone after you bought all their Christmas presents. I think that's kind of a shitty thing to do. So, like, don't break up with someone towards the end of November, beginning of December. Like, just wait. Just wait till you... Like, I bought handcuffs. Like, what am I supposed to do with handcuffs now? Make citizens arrest? Like, they're pink and fuzzy. Like, you can't really do that. That's all I got. That's all I'm working on. Thank you guys so much.
All right, Miguel. Keep it going for Miguel, everybody. All right. You know what? I'm going to be right back, you guys. I just got a call. I have to go pick up Miguel's brother from jail. My house is really dirty too, Miguel, so come on over. I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm glad that my wife is in the other room because if she heard me say that, I might be in trouble. All right.
You are in trouble.
Oh no! I don't know who said that, but I think it was a man. All right, let's keep this thing moving along. Hey, this next guy, he runs a really fun mic on Tuesday. Yeah, I got it right. Virtually Funny. He's out of Austin, Texas. Get it for Jimmy Smoltich, everybody.
All right, Jim.
Hey, everybody. There used to be this saying, I'll believe it when pigs fly. People used to say it when something happened that they couldn't believe, but you don't hear it a lot nowadays. I think it's because so many police departments have helicopters nowadays. I was trying to watch this horror movie the other day called Village of the Damned, but it turned out to be a documentary about beavers. Turns out those things are terrifying. They'll bite your face right off. I saw in the news that people who have themed weddings have a much higher chance of getting divorced than people who have regular weddings, which I thought was weird because I have a friend who had an anime themed wedding and he's still happily married to his body pillow. I like playing games, you guys. My favorite game is probably Trivial Pursuit, or as I like to call it, stand-up comedy. I realized the other day that Miracle Whip sounds less like a sandwich spread and more like a video game weapon. No wonder I couldn't beat Dracula when I was a kid. I didn't have the secret weapon. Cholesterol. You got to stab them in the heart with trans fats, Those are fats from Transylvania. The most dangerous kind. Let's see. There's a lot of great singers out there, but I think probably the best singer has to be Ozzy Osbourne. Because have you heard that guy talk? Sounds like Vin Diesel eating a bowl of marbles, man. Imagine trying to get directions from that guy. He'd be like, crazy train. He'd be like, man, can you just sing me how to get there? Like, how can he sings perfectly clear, but he can't speak at all. Speaking of old people, Sylvester Stallone made a new Rambo movie, but he's so old and geriatric now, it's less like Rambo and more like Rampaw. Fighting his two toughest foes yet, osteoporosis and Alzheimer's. I watched it though, but I waited until it came out on video because I wanted to have subtitles. It's like that guy took speech lessons from Ozzy Osbourne, you know what I'm saying? That's why I call this first movie Rocky, because that's the best way to describe his grasp of the English language. So I like playing music. I always wanted to start an Oasis cover band, which is a joke in and of itself. But I always wanted to start an Oasis cover band. We would call ourselves Mirage. And how that vision never materialized. Let's see. I'm married, despite those jokes. I've been married for a long time. I like it. When I was first getting married, my friends were like, dude, I don't know how you could get married. I can never get married. I could never give up the hunt. And I was like, I'm a vegetarian. I could give up the hunt, like tofu doesn't run very fast. It's, if anything, I'm less like a hunter and more like a farmer. I'm just happy to have a field at home that I can go and plow. That's good eating. That's good eating. Organic, farm to table. On the table. We've been married for a while, is what I'm getting at. Been married for a while. Let's see. I'm a fan of superheroes. Some of them are not very popular. There's a superhero named the Green Arrow, but he's not very popular because he only rescues people when they're making left turns. Do you guys think the Fast and the Furious movies would have been so popular if they named them the Speedy and the Greedy? I tried to have a farm because I thought the world might end, but I found out the only thing I can grow is debt. Did I already say the Trivial Pursuit joke?
Yeah.
I didn't see the minute timer pop up, but I feel like that's been some time. Am I good on timer?
Yeah, you got about 30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. Perfect. I live in Texas, and the other day I saw the weather, and I was like, oh, awesome. It's only going to be 100 degrees outside. And I was serious. Don't move to Austin, whatever you do, please. 100-degree day is good. Thank you. My name is Jimmy Smoltich. Y'all have a great one.
All right. You guys are Jimmy, everybody. And check out his mic. Virtually Funny. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Virtually Funny. 9 o'clock Central, Tuesdays.
Hell yeah. We don't do Central around here, man. We don't do Pacific time. I'm just kidding.
8 o'clock.
All right. Let's keep this thing moving along, you guys. This next comic is she's a troublemaker. She's on the outs of Facebook right now. She's about the verge of getting kicked off just for causing so much trouble, you guys. So just be careful, you know. Keep your hands on your wallets at all times. Give it up for Ashley Goodermuth, everybody. Ashley Goodermuth.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm on the verge of being kicked off Facebook for running fully clothed while picking up garbage and recycling it. They're calling... Facebook calls that too sexual. What's Mark Zuckerberg into? That is a kinky dude. So, some female comedians, well, a lot of female comedians, they have issues with guys coming up to them after the show. And I had a live in-person show in a sports bar, what seems like forever ago. Yeah, right? Soon, it's coming back. And after the show, this guy comes up to me and he said, I wish my girlfriend looked like you. You wish your girlfriend looked like me. Okay, what? Blue eyes, brown hair? Nope. Like a lesbian? Okay. To look like a lesbian, the only prerequisite is being a person. But okay, Jethro, let's dance. So while gently backing away, I said, why do you wish your girlfriend looked like a lesbian? Bless you. I said, why do you wish your girlfriend looked like a lesbian? And he said, so dudes will stop hitting on her.
Wow.
So dudes will stop hitting on her. Okay. Then he pointed at this beautiful woman in the corner of the bar with jet black, long, curly hair. And I said, her. You are dating her. Oh, you don't have to worry about her. Before the show, she asked me for my number. She's already gay. So then he goes, what? She hit on you? I said, yeah, apparently she wanted a girlfriend that looked like a lesbian too. People assume I'm gay sometimes. All the time. But it's not a problem. It's not a problem for me because I'm not trying to have sex with anyone, including my husband. That joke's actually improved. It used to be especially my husband, but we've gotten better. People make a lot of they make other assumptions, Like I can't even go into a department store without somebody saying, excuse me, are you the assistant manager? I haven't been able to go in a Target in years without a disguise. It's ridiculous. In their imagination, I can't even be the actual manager. In those situations, though, I'm always helpful. But apparently to them, I'm just looking to get promoted. So, fine. I am always helpful. I'll help them find what they're looking for. We'll go to an empty register. I'll scan their items, take their money. And that's what I call being a Target independent contractor. I don't have to leave anything for them. My husband and I have a big age difference. Physically, he is older than me, okay? But emotionally, he's older than me too. People assume that my husband is my dad, which fits right into my sexual wheelhouse. Just not really. That's hard. It's hard when my dad and my husband and I go out to dinner together. I always make my husband and my dad sit opposite to me at the table. That way the waiter thinks that I'm just a good daughter taking her two gay dads out to Applebee's. Order whatever you want. Steaks on me. Happy Father's Day. My name is Ashley Gutermuth. Thank you very much, Sam.
Give it for Ashley, everybody. The best part about having her on the mic today was that Nico tagged her and said, "Hey, Ashley, sign up while you still can before you're off of Facebook." I'm like, I got her. She's not gonna get off of Facebook. Okay, let's move on. Hey, so if you guys know about, if you watch this mic frequently or if you hang out here frequently, there's two things on this mic that really excite me. One of them is people in my local area, my local comics, having them here, super awesome, super exciting. The second thing is when people are here for the first time. I love when people are here for the first time. That's super fun. So this next guy is both of those things, and I'm super excited to bring him up. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the very funny Jason Cole, everybody. Jason Cole.
All right.
Yay.
Give it up for the middle-aged white guy, right? Middle-aged. Leonard balding, middle-aged, heterosexual white comedian's going to get a voice, right, guys? 9/11, let's talk about it. It's kind of an emotional time. My half-brother actually died on 9/11. He was on flight 175. It hit the tower, and I'll never forget the day that they told me he was on the plane. I'm like, wow, where did he learn to fly? It's like you never... Oh, I hate that joke. All right. It comes around once a year, guys. All right. Face transplants. Have you heard about these things? Technology. I was watching this thing on CNN. This guy attempted to kill himself, failed, shotgun to the face, had to live with that for like 10 years, finally got a donor. Somebody died. They transplanted a face on this guy's face, and they showed the before and the after of this guy who had shot himself in the face. And the guy looks better looking than me. It's like, what is that? I go to my doctor. I'm like, hey, we're trying to work on how can we help? I'm in show business. Make me look good. And he's like, well, have you considered shooting yourself in the face? I was hoping for ointment, but okay, thank you. I'm growing old, obviously. I'm in denial of growing old, but I am. So it's like, I notice things about growing old. I'm actually getting into bird watching. When I go hiking, I actually pick up other people's trash. And sometimes when I fart, I shit in my pants. You know the condition, type 2 diarrhea. Yeah, that's the one. Amazon, let's talk about our future overlords. Amazon, they own everything. I'm a white guy with a house. Of course, I'm on Amazon all the time. What I hate is what's cool is actually you can ask questions on Amazon of the product, and everybody who's bought that product gets an email. Hey, can you answer this idiot's question? And I have a phone, an iPhone, and I have an iPhone 7, and there was a problem with the iPhone 6 that they had to solve. The problem was it had a headphone port that fit every single pair of headphones ever invented. That was too easy. So they got rid of it. They put everything through the charger, so you have to buy a fucking adapter, Steve Jobs. But anyway, I asked the question about this adapter because I bought like 15 Chinese knockoffs to hear the headphones because I need crystal clear audio when I'm listening to porncasts. I'm listening, and it's always staticky. These knockoffs, the adapters. So I asked a question. I'm like, hey, is this thing adaptable with my iPhone 7? Is it going to work with my phone? Because a lot of these don't work. It says accessory not available. So anyway, I go about my day. I post this question. Like an hour later, I get a response. Amazon. I get the email. Somebody's answered your question. Cool. I go in there. I log on. I get on there. I go to the question. I scroll down to his answer. This guy's answer to my question is this thing going to be fit my iPhone 7? His answer was, I don't know. And I looked him up. He's not a punk kid. He's a sincere, 70-year-old guy. Like, who is this fucking idiot? Like, who has the time to do that? Can you imagine him, looking on his Commodore 64 computer? Honey, I got an email. They asked about the thing I bought. He asked me. I don't know the answer. I'm going to log on and tell them. Fuck that guy. Sorry. How does he have time to stop making lampshades out of hitchhikers to answer my stupid question? So, I want to be a better person, but the problem is there's other people, right? There's people you have to deal with. And so in all these Amazon things, I was reading the reviews for the adapter. The reviews, and you get lost in these reviews. 5 stars, 5 stars. And then there's one review, and you can't even you got to empty your cart. And the review for the adapter was, and the whole thing with me is the noise, the static. There's just static. It has one thing to do. And this guy's review was 4 stars, 4 out of 5 stars. His review was pretty good adapter. My only complaint is there's a lot of noise. You mean the only thing it's supposed to do it doesn't do, and you almost gave it 5 stars? Like, fuck that guy. What does it take for this guy to give 2 stars? Pretty good product, but it gave me AIDS. The AIDS joke. Real quick, finishing up with the Bezos. Mackenzie Bezos, ladies, listen up. She just divorced him, finalized divorce, and became the richest woman in the world. $67.3 billion for divorcing a guy who thought about an online bookstore. So listen up. When your boyfriend in the 90s, call him Jason, has an idea for the internet about Stacy from Walnut Creek, when he has an idea, don't shoot it down, okay? You could have been CEO of freeblowjobs.com, I didn't want to be CEO. I just want to be the recruiter. You could be. Anyway, that's my time. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah. Give it for Jason Cole.
Hey.
Oh, nice. He's prepared, you guys. He's prepared. Hey, Jason was talking about... he has 2 timers going. No, I'm just kidding. He times himself and he times how much you guys laugh.
You sound like T-Pain.
Do I sound like what? It's going slow. I'm sorry for the delay, you guys. But I do want to say, he was talking about face transplants, and I guess this next comic finally has a chance, you guys. No. I know, it's mean. So I did say that, I get excited about things, and this next guy, he's got one thing I like and one thing that I hate, He's in my local area, but he was late. So I'm going to give him 4 minutes and 59 seconds instead of 5 minutes, you guys. That's his punishment. Give it up for Chava De Leon, everybody. Is he even here? Oh, my computer's just going really slow. Woo!
What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm finally happy that summer is coming to an end. I really am, because really, as a fat person, I hate summer. For me, summer starts at the beginning of March. Once spring starts coming on, that's my summer. All right, I hate sweating. I just do. I hate sweating. And I hate the fact that in summer, I'm sweating for no reason. I'm already fat. I'm already breathing hard for no reason. I don't need to sweat for no reason either. But I'm also happy that Halloween is coming to an end. Fuck that. I'm already glad summer's coming to an end, because that's when Halloween starts. And Halloween has always been one of my favorite holidays, because you can dress up, you can act stupid. You can wear lipstick and your dad won't be disappointed in you. Halloween was the one time a year where I can go to a stranger's house and actually leave with the candy I was promised. So that was cool. Did you guys know there's a new Halloween movie that's supposed to come out? Another one? like Michael Myers returns for like the 18th time. Like, how fucking old is he already? Like, let's just be realistic. Like if it was Freddy Krueger, I can imagine, but Michael Myers, like, how many times is he coming back? Like in this one, I want to see Michael Myers coming back with like a walker or an IV attached to him, and he's just like slowly walking, just din 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 din. I just want him to walk in and try and kill Jamie Lee Curtis and forget what he was doing because his Alzheimer's kicked in. Guys, I've been having a shitty 2020, like most people. I recently broke up with my girlfriend. Yeah, it sucks because, you know, she, like, we broke up because of this. We broke up because she didn't like the fact that, like, I smoked cigarettes. And I didn't like the fact that she was having sex with other people. Oh, it was good. It was fun. Another shitty thing that happened in my 2020, actually this happened more recently, this happened last week. I got into my first car accident.
Oh.
But yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I'm okay. I'm all right. But the right end of my car is so messed up that every time I look at it, it just looks like it was in a bad UFC fight. And you know what? It sucks because when that happens, you know, when you're driving past a scene of an accident, you just see that person and you're just like, oh man, that guy's having a shitty day. Like, I've done that so many times where I drove past somebody and I'm like, oh, that guy's fucked. And then you end up being that person and you hate when someone tells you that. Like, I flipped off 3 people because they were like, is someone having a bad day? And I'm like, fuck you, asshole. Oh, you crash next. Guys, I hate that they won't let you practice archery inside a Target. Thank you. I was listening to that song WAP, the new song by Cardi B for this joke, and she has that lyric where she says she wants it to touch the thing in the back of her throat. And, you know, if some girl ever said that to me, I'd be like, listen, how about it just touches, like, your wisdom teeth? That's the most I can do. Get a little bicuspid action going. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, keep going for Chava, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but the whole time he was talking, I was like trying to decide whose face I wanted to see, you know, him get transplanted on. I was thinking maybe Joe Gorman, you know. He's got that cool mustache going, you know.
I already got a thick mustache.
Yeah, but it's no Joe Gorman mustache.
True.
Okay, so we just have to wait for Joe to die, and then we can get his face and put it on Chava's head, and then he get some chicks.
Okay, perfect. So never, because I'm fucking immortal, doggy.
Oh, man. Joe's just always going to break my dreams, you guys. He always has to just stomp all over them. You know. All right, that wasn't good. This is going on, you guys. This next comic, he is the Grand Pumbaa and the Displaced Comedians. He got together with a bunch of people and he took all their information and he made a spreadsheet of all the Zoom shows. It's like the Bible for Zoom comedians. And if you need to find it, it's in Displaced Comedians. And this guy is awesome. Give it up for Nico Lukov, everybody.
Oh. Yeah, I made a spreadsheet. Bow. That's just fucking jeez. Like, okay, thanks for all that stuff and things. Ripping people's face off, man, that was a messed up burn. That was fucked up. Podcasts, because a couple of dudes on an internet date is too many words. I mean, that's really what it is, right? It's like, oh, let's just hang out. We can't just like hang out in a little Zoom room together because that's weird. No, we got to record it. We got to have a theme. What are we going to talk about? Oh, are we going to riff? Is it Q&A? Your podcast or my podcast? Your place or my place? It's like, oh, do you like movies too? Fucking everyone likes movies. I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is book me on your themed internet dates, please. I've been on podcasts. Pretty fun. The other day I went on a hunt for some donuts. That shouldn't surprise anybody. every few weeks to the family. I'll just go to Krispy Kreme, get a couple dozen donuts. It'll be good time. But decided to keep it local, this last weekend, and decided to go to a local donut truck guy, I think is what his name was. And on his Facebook page, he says where he's located. So he says he's located at a local high school right down the road at their volleyball tournament. So it's me with my kids in the car who are not high school aged, driving around very slowly around, like everyone's like parked on the side trying to like get into the sporting event, driving really slowly, really wanting to shout at these very fit people, "Where's the donuts? That's all I'm here for." And I couldn't see, we didn't see the truck. I'm like, I don't think it's there. I think it's there. So we get out. I'm like, boys, they're 10 and 11. We get out. We walk up to the concession stand. We don't see the donut truck anywhere. And we're asking, like, hey, where's the donuts at? And they're like, the donut guy is gone. They're all gone, sold out. And then I had to pretend like I was kind of there for other stuff, make it not super obvious, and that was the only reason that I'm at a sporting event. Like, nah, I don't want your pastries aren't good enough. I want the donut truck guy stuff. I don't want your bananas and fruits and stuff. What I'm saying is, it was a really long trip to Krispy Kreme that morning. It was a really long trip to Krispy Kreme that morning. It was pretty fun though. The other day I sat in a tall wooden chair. It's getting exciting. I know we got donuts and chairs. The other day, a tall wooden chair. They didn't have any armrests. They didn't have it was comfortable. Then I put a pillow on it. It was kind of nice. It's kind of helped. Just the stool softener. Yeah, it's okay if you don't laugh at that. That's a numb ass joke. Maybe sit with it for a while. See what you think. I don't know. I think it's got legs. Stool's a weird word. Weird word? Weird? That sounded weird to me. Stool is a weird word. Not a lot of qualifiers that explain like what it actually is. Like I could be like, you don't know what it is. I stepped on it. Am I magically 10 inches off the ground, or do I need to change my shoes? What color is it? Red, green, brown? Do I need to call a doctor? Or is this a very nice variety of options of colors for my furniture? I think volleyball was invented for people who just don't know how to catch. They're like, basketballs are too heavy. Balloons are too light. What do we do? And to make it official, they went to a tennis court and just went like this. Went to a tennis court, they grabbed the net, just went, go! Just gave the net the biggest wedgie. And this person got replaced by some poles at some time. Folks, I'm leaving on that. Thank you so much for having me, and have a wonderful evening.
Oh.
Woo, Nico!
All right, keep it going for Nico, everybody. Yeah. I didn't have enough time to prepare my next bit, you guys. So let's just keep looking at Nico for a second.
Just say something really mean. That's all.
Okay, are you guys ready for this one? Watch this. Oh yeah, I need to spotlight myself. I made a spreadsheet and it was super fun. I like doing that. I love the background to have of Nico. I think it would have been way cooler if he was wearing the same shirt. I should make that shirt mandatory for him on this mic.
It looks like a character from Letterkenny.
I love that. Okay, let's keep this thing going along. This next comic, she is also in my local area. I'm super excited to bring her up. Get up for Jen Perez, everybody. Jen Perez.
Thanks so much, Sam. Woo! It's been fun. Lots of interesting comics tonight, I have to say. Anyways, I hate karaoke. I always end up picking the sad songs, and no one is happy about singing Hotel California at a 21st birthday or a bachelorette. No one. This pandemic has been a really weird roller coaster for me. Really weird time, but that's none of your business. Did you hear about the fertility doctor in the Bay Area? I don't know if you heard this news, but he started to inject his own sperm into his patients instead of getting it from a stranger, like women that have fertility problems do. But yeah, the woman is suing him. It's crazy. She's suing him. I don't even know if this is the really true news story. I get all my news from social media. It was probably a meme. I know what I look like. I know that my hair. It looks like my hair's trying to eat my face. I know this. I know I look like the Puerto Rican Rick James. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. I know I look like Gina from Scarface. No, don't kill him. I know I look like Weird Al Yankovic and Rosie Perez had a baby. Yes. I'm literally the ball of hair that gets stuck at the bottom of your bathtub. That's me. But in all fairness, despite all that, I was a former New York Jets cheerleader. Yeah, that's insane, right? It's crazy. I know. No claps. I don't want any claps. I know it's hard to believe. I look like the Hispanic Tootsie. Yes. But yes, I was a New York Jets cheerleader. I thought, man, this is going to be great. I'll get to dance in the arena, and I'll get to make a lot of money. Maybe meet some players. Maybe bang some players. I don't know. I thought it was going to be great, but that was not the case. It was not the case at all. I actually made more money doing comedy. I made all of $12. I used to be married. Also, probably hard to believe. My ex-husband, my ex-husband, he was disabled. He was lousy in bed, and he disabled his ability to work. My ex-husband, he's an Irish immigrant, and so he was white with freckles and red hair, just a real Lucky Charm kind of guy. But the thing is, when we had to go to the immigration office, as one does, it was clearly a reverse immigration paperwork. The officer had to make sure that the officer knew that no, I wasn't the immigrant, that the white man, the actual. Yeah, good times. No wonder he went crazy. So I've been dating, and I finally met a guy, and I got to go to his place, and he had Disney Plus. It was like Disney Plus and Thrust. What? Awesome. I got to meet and watch Beyonce. It was great. And then, but then it got weird. He wanted me to wear the Mickey Mouse ears, and he wanted me to use the Mickey Mouse voice. You want me to peg you in? And then he asked me to discipline him. He asked me to call him Pluto and say, bad dog, Pluto, bad dog. Really? I never thought that Disney Plus would be a way to get laid. Never. Maybe except for priests, maybe. The thirst is really out there, obviously. This weird thing happened to me recently. A stranger tried to break into my apartment. It was crazy. It's terrifying. And I saw his hand on the window. And I was like, the first reaction was, the fuck are you doing? That's not 6 feet away. COVID. All right. Thank you so much, guys. That's all my time. I'm Jen Perez.
Yeah, congrats again, everybody. Woo! Disney Plus. Hey, so let me tell you this quick story. I think I might have broken up a couple one time. I might have broke up this one couple. So I used to work at this hotel, and one of the things you have to do when you check into the hotel is you have to give me an ID and credit card, right? And this couple came. The guy was checking in, and he gave me his ID and his credit card, and I was kind of surprised because he had like a Disney credit card. This was a few years ago, and it was a cool picture. It had like the castle and the characters on it, and I was like, "Oh man, cool Disney card," because I always commented on people's cards because they liked it, And so I'm doing the process. I'm checking them in, so I'm not really talking to them. I'm doing my thing, and the woman, the female, turns to him and says, "You have a Disney credit card?" And he goes, "Yeah," and then she goes, "Why?" And we walked off talking about it, so I don't know if he got any that night. I guess Disney Plus and Thrust didn't happen for them that night, you guys.
Wow.
It was more like Disney credit card and break up with you in the morning.
Jeez.
Aww.
Be this tall to ride this ride.
Be this tall. Just be quiet, Victor. No heckling. Crazy guy. She talked about immigration. I hope immigration's not watching because the next comic is on the run from them. I'm just kidding. Get it for Drew Blues, everybody. Drew Blues.
What up, guys? What up? This is what's up. Thank you so much, Stan, for having me. This is cool as hell. Yes, my name is Drew Blues, ladies and gentlemen. I am from San Antonio, Texas. If you haven't been, man, it's a great city. It's where it's where we all come together. Like if I had to describe my bloodline, ladies and gentlemen, I'm half white and half Hispanic. If I had to describe my bloodline, it's like if yeehaw meets the híjola de volada. As I said, my name is Drew Blues, man. This is a nickname my grandpa gave me since I was 5 years old. I am named after the Blues Brothers, and looking upon it now, I'm pretty sure it's my grandpa being a fucking fortune teller, because it's describing my single life right now. I have blues balls. I'm not gonna lie. If you don't know what blues balls, there's blue balls and there's blues balls. Blues balls is when your balls sing because they're fucking sad that you're single. You know. I was literally chilling on my bed and I heard in my pants a harmonica riff. We're alone, down, 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 down. No dates on the telephone, down, 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 down. I know you're ugly. Bow, 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 bow. There's always phone hookers. Look, I don't know. Okay, this is the. Oh man, this quarantine, man, really messed me up. Like I need to start losing some weight, guys. Jesus Christ. But like my diet fucking sucks. Like I don't know how to cook. The only thing I know how to cook, guys, is eggs. In the fucking microwave.
Oh,
I know.
damn.
Oh God.
It's easy, all right? The only ingredients are beep beep. I love it, man. But I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I'm fat, man. I've eaten a lot of burritos, microwavable taquitos. Like the amount of radiation I've ingested over the years, I should have at least turned into the Incredible Hulk. Or maybe I did, ladies and gentlemen, but like I did like a reversal. Like instead of gamma radiation turning me all, microwave radiation made me short, fat, and fucking depressed. I look like Titty Saggins right now. I'm a hobbit. I'm a fucking hobbit. This is great. And I'm trying to lose weight, man. The only thing is I need to start hanging out with like more healthy friends. I hang out with my friend Rudy, man. We're fat as fuck. Like we'll say we're gonna work out, but we end up doing something different. Like the other day, me and my friend Rudy were like, hey man, we're gonna go work out. We're gonna go to the park. We're gonna go run. He goes, all right, bet. We go to the park. We were just eating pizza, making fun of the joggers. I was like, hey, Rudy, look at this fucking dude. Oh, look at me. I want to live a healthy lifestyle. The next jogger passes by. I'm like, hey, Rudy, look at this fucking dude. Oh, look at me. I want to live past 50. My friend Rudy got so excited because he's not a comedian, but he wants to be part of the joke. He goes, bro, get me. I'm like, all right, Rudy, get the next guy. He is just waiting, guys. He's waiting for the perfect jogger to pass by. Finally, he finds him. He goes, hey, bro, look at this fucking dude. Oh, look at me. I can see my dick. Gotta go. Hey, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Drew Blues. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Keep it going for Drew, everybody. Keep it going for Drew. Let him hear it. Hell yeah. He does look like a Bruce brother, man. All right, let's keep this thing going along, you guys. This next comic coming up to the stage, he's been here also rocking with us since day one. So I'm super excited to bring him up. Get up for Jay Aquino, everybody. Jay Aquino.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I'm not sure if I'm a day one guy. I'm more like a day 1.5 guy. So, but I appreciate. Drew, I saw you had the nice tie on. You had all the get up. That's a true dedication, man. This is all you get, everybody. I just put on a shirt. Maybe I do pat my hair a little bit. That's it. That's all you get. Like that's the thing. We're on like Zoom all the time. Like recently, I went on a Zoom date.
Woo.
And the girl was like, "Hey, Jay, what's it like being Filipino?" And I was like, "Well, let me tell you, it's like being white, except your skin's brown. People treat you differently. Other than that, it's exactly the same. But I'm not like super Filipino. Like my rice ratio is really low as a kid. I would have one rice a day, not one bowl of rice, but one grain of rice." And I remember one time another Filipino boy, he called me a Twinkie, and I was really offended. If you're not familiar with that term, it means you're yellow on the outside, white on the inside. And that doesn't describe who I am. I'm yellow on the outside, white on the inside, black in my heart. I'm a hostess snack you've never heard of. I'm innovative, original, still delicious. I was telling my friend this joke, and he was like, "Jay, instead of saying you have a black heart, you should say you have a black dick." And I was like, "Danny, I can't say that. I can't lie on stage." And he's like, "Hey, no, Jay, I've seen it. It's 8 inches." Like, Danny, I can't lie on stage. It's 9. But like here's the thing: we like comedy is all about having goals. I was just watching Jenny Yang does this Animal Crossing show, stand-up comedy, and I was like, oh man, one day I want to be able to perform on Animal Crossing stand-up comedy. And like how the world pandemics have changed us. It used to be you want to perform at the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory. Now I'm trying to perform in Animal Crossing. I might go from Second Life, and I'll work my way up to The Sims, and then I'll get to Animal Crossing. I'll get there eventually. But like you got to start somewhere. Like my dream growing up was to be the Filipino Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is 6'6". I am not, so I failed that goal. But here's the thing: I kept trying, I kept practicing, and I got even worse at basketball. Got pretty good at gambling though, just like Mike. Yeah. Michael Jordan is so good at what he does. He's so good at what he does. He's become renowned. The greatest of all time. And whatever you do, you need a Michael Jordan of podcasting, the Michael Jordan of toy collecting, the Michael Jordan of losing money, which ironically is Michael Jordan. I want to be the Michael Jordan of telling jokes about Michael Jordan. Sometimes life's rough, but what's good, like here's the thing that I've learned from this time, like you can't count on anyone to save. That's the thing about people that don't understand about voting for president. You're not voting for someone that's gonna save you. It doesn't matter if it's Donald Trump, if it's Bernie Sanders, if it's Joe Biden, it doesn't matter. No one can save you aside from God, which is bad because I'm an atheist, so but no, here's the thing though, like it's good that God's around. God loves us. He forgives us. I really hope he forgives the fact that I'm an atheist. I'm really banking on that. But like I grew up Catholic. Catholic. Being Catholic is a part of who I am. I used to be Catholic, as you can say, but which is the most Catholic thing you can actually say. And when I was Catholic, let's see here. And actually, I didn't have a lot. Nothing really happened when I was Catholic. I guess that's all that goes with being Catholic. Nothing really happens. You meet a few priests, and everything like that. I got some good news recently. My best friend, his girlfriend is pregnant.
Woo.
Like, hey, congratulations, man. I was like, hey, Jay, we're getting an abortion. It's like, oh, super congratulations, man. He can tell my friend's progressive because he said we. It's a group. It was a group decision. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter how bad your life is. Nowadays, we all have learned one valuable lesson from 2020. can only get worse. With that, I'm gonna let it get a little worse with the rest of you all. So you guys take it easy, be safe, have a good night.
All right, keep it going for Giacchino, everybody. Or not. You guys don't have to if you don't want to. Hey,
All right, Jay. Good shit.
Hell yeah, Paula. Thank you. Hey, so Jay's attorney had just contacted me during his set, and I was wrong. He wasn't here since day one, and actually I've never met the guy, and I don't know him, and I haven't seen him, so I don't know. I had to sign the paperwork, so I had to say it. Okay, let's move on. Let's get this thing going, you guys. This next comic, he's a really funny dude. He's over in Los Angeles, California. Give it up for Ivan Rodriguez, everybody. Ivan Rodriguez.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. That's my only fan. Thanks, man. How's everyone doing out there? Good. So yeah, as Sam has mentioned, I actually just moved out to Los Angeles earlier this year. Ironically enough, for work. I'm a chef. I was a chef in North Carolina, and it's funny how like a pandemic will just like strip your passion away from like just underneath you. It's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty much gonna die doing this, and I want to be great at it. And then something like this happens, you're like, you know what? Fuck that. Whatever. Life's short. Fuck that shit. I mean, even when I was in North Carolina, like I started the job with a lot of passion. Every chef, wants to just. I'm a fat kid that gets to play with fucking food. You know what I mean? Like it's just. And by the end of it, I was in it for the to-go containers. It's like free to-go cutlery, dude. I didn't do dishes for like 3 years straight. I just never had to. It was awesome. But it sucks. I remember the last job I had in North Carolina before I came out here. I had a really bad falling out with my boss. I found out that they'd actually gone behind my back, and I was making a decent salary, but they were making cutbacks, and they went behind my back, and they basically found someone to do the job for cheaper. And I was like, oh, the irony. I'm a Mexican guy. I was like, so you're telling me I'm losing my job because you found someone that's going to do this for less? I was like, damn, like, touche. But then I found out that the guy that agreed to do it for cheaper was this little, one of my young, like, black line cooks who I had, like, trained from, like, a dishwasher to, like, I taught him everything he knows. I was so hurt. And then I was like, damn, touche? Achoo, bro. And touche. His name was a Touche. He was from Senegal. He's a really, really sweet kid. He spoke French. He was a fucking peach. They couldn't have picked a better guy. I still think about him to this day. I hope he's doing well with my job. You know what I mean? It's like he stabbed me in what I thought was a pretty wet back. But so my fiance and I, we just decided to pick up and move out to LA, and everyone was like, oh, it's expensive. It's going to be expensive. Oh, you better be careful. It's going to be expensive out there. And I'm like, yeah, well, we're in Durham, North Carolina. It's pretty gentrified. Like, it's expensive just to breathe anywhere. So I said, I mean, shit, I've been broke since I've been working in restaurants since I was 15. Like, I've been part of the working poor my whole life. Like, it's not like I fucking value money anyway. Like, what's expensive to someone with like probably no credit and usually living check to check anyway? I mean, like I would honestly, like, we would get paid on Friday. It's like by Tuesday you're looking at your account, you do a little squeeze. It's like ooh $100. Oh shit, it's only 8 days till payday. I'm fucking rich. I'm pretty much a millionaire. I know how to stretch a dollar. Also, I mean, I heard LA's got a pretty fucking dope underground homeless scene. So, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You know what I mean? This is like the fucking U.S. Chess Federation for homeless people. You can't do shit to them. I'll be fine. Give me like a month. I'll just be coming out of Skid Row. The sun will come on my fat face. Put your bottom dollar on my fat face. They'll be calm. Tomorrow, my fat face. You know what I mean? I don't know. My mom moved out here, which is cool. She moved out here to help my sister with her new baby. So I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, oh, by the way, somehow it came up. She's like, apparently my grandmother's parents were known for being like Mexican witch. She's like, oh yeah, your grandmother was known to be a Mexican witch. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah, your grandmother practiced Mexican witchcraft. Mexican witchcraft? What is that fucking, she flies home on the broom they let her use at work? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it turns out she wasn't a witch. She just practiced Santeria. She ain't got no crystal ball. She did have a kid named Cristobal, my uncle Cristobal, but I think he actually floated away down the river one day. Rio Brand. It's a tough life. Anyway, thanks for my time. Sam, thank you so much, everyone. This is great.
Hell yeah. Keep playing for Ivan, everybody. Hey, Ivan, I don't know if you know this, but you're not supposed to say the words wet and back together on TV. So you can't say
Oh, but this is a laptop.
Okay, you're good then. You're good then.
It's
Hey,
the
you guys,
laptop. It's a wet ass back. I don't know. There's something there.
So
it's a wet ass back top. Thank you, baby.
Woohoo,
It's a wet ass
yeah.
back top. That's what you play basketball on.
I know. Let's get her on instead of you next time. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. So I don't know if anybody noticed this, but in the beginning of the show, we did not have a feature this week. I just haven't been on the ball and like getting it booked and everything. But I just wanted to make the announcement. So I'm going to make an announcement later on this week. Next week we have a superstar feature. So you guys can't miss that. You guys, it's a superstar next week. I'm going to announce it probably like Tuesday, maybe in the group. So stay tuned, you guys. I'm super excited. Super excited. We confirmed it today. So yeah. All right, let's keep this thing going. This next guy, I would have said he's been around with us since day one too, but I'm afraid his lawyer might call me during the set, and I just don't want to deal with that again. So let's keep this thing going, you guys. Give it up for Mooted Verma, everybody. Mooted Verma.
Yeah. What is up, everybody? Oh, yeah. I used to have this roommate. He was super religious, and we got into it, right? And he said to me, he was like, "Hey, Moodet, don't Hindus worship cows?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it checks out because cows actually exist." Now, I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm not going to tell you what specific religion he was. But it's safe to say that he was not Hindu. And he's also no longer my roommate. So, next joke. I was raised Hindu, and like I was taught to believe. So Hindus, we believe in reincarnation, right? You know, it's like you've got karma, and based on your track record with karma, you know, if you do a good job, then you get reincarnated into a species that's like higher on the food chain, I guess, in your next life, right? Where us humans are at the top. So right now I'm like volunteering and doing as much community service as possible, so I get reincarnated into a trust fund baby. But I promise I'll be one of the good ones. I'll be one of the good ones that, you know, keep the cycle going. Yeah. Having more Hindu jokes. As a Hindu, I'm also a vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for about 90% of my life, most of my life, and going green is cool. But the reason,
Close the door because I don't have to.
yeah, you know, it's like I used to close the door on my Hindu identity, but I've opened it now, and like going green is cool. But the reason I'm vegetarian is because I was raised in an Indian Hindu household. I was emotionally brown-mailed into not eating meat, and spitting it out, spitting it out if meat somehow found its way into my mouth. Now, there are a couple things there. I was thinking back to my days in college, and I guess there were a few phases in my life where technically there was meat in my mouth. But it's okay. I never swallowed. Karma track record is still intact. I will become a trust fund baby. See, I was jealous of white kids growing up in high school. I was jealous of white kids because when white kids would go home after school, they would play spin the bottle. You know, I didn't get any action until like I was 22. So you know, they would go home and play spin the bottle. Us brown kids, like a lot of us were Hindu, right? So instead of playing spin the bottle, you know, we get someone to like sneak in a McChicken sandwich to my buddy's basement, and then we would play spin the meat. So you know, we take the sandwich, tape it to the bottle, spin the bottle around, and whoever won like got to take a bite of the sandwich. You know, we would eat the meat, and that for us was sex. Meat consumption. Great. Now, I realize that's it's a throwback, you know, like spin the meat, spin the bottle, spin the meat. Like these games are, you know, they're a throwback. So please visit meatspin.com to review the rules and regulations of Spin the Meat. Meatspin.com. It's sometimes the website glitches, and you might see a spin class of sorts. So try meatspin.org, because the .com bubble burst in the early 2000s, and that still has implications to this day. Meatspin is a mouthful. Don't actually go to meatspin.com. Don't do that. Okay, next joke. We got a minute. I'm on this really cool dating app. I'm on this cool online dating app. It's completely free. I have a date every single day, even when I don't want one, and it's called Google Calendar. Killing it, you know. I have a quick one-liner. Do I? I want to become an entrepreneur. I've got this really cool idea. So check this out. Most museums have a policy that's look but don't touch. I'm starting the first museum that's touch but don't look. Would have taken off if it wasn't for this darn pandemic. All right, I'm done. Thank you, everyone. That's my time.
All
Thank
right,
you.
mooted, everybody. Keep up the mooted. Hey, I think I've known a few hookers in my day that were touch but don't look.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just kidding. What a terrible sexist joke to make in this portion of the show, you guys. I apologize. Hey, so I'm really excited because now, all the icky boys are out of the way. We're gonna move on to this little section here that that was pretty cool that I kind of wanted to do. So I'm super excited. So this next section is a bunch of female comics all in a row. Boom, 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 and it's gonna be super fun and super awesome. And then I was looking at the lineup, and all these comics are amazing female comics. So it's gonna be like a little mini women's showcase happening for you guys. I'm super excited to bring it to you. So let's do this. Let's do this without any further ado, you guys. I'm super excited. Did I say I was excited? I don't know if I said that enough times, but I am super excited. Okay, let's go for your next comic, everybody. She runs a mic as well. I'll let her tell you all about it. Get it for Pam Escalona, everybody. Pam Escalona.
Hey, hi, what's up, everybody? Yes, I run an open mic, but it's not running tomorrow, but you can catch me next week. I just need a day off, okay? I just need a day off. I know, I'm handicapped, so please, okay? Just calm the fuck down, okay? I am Pam. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I know, I'm the second Filipino over here. Yeah, I didn't know. There's Jay Aquino. I'm like, that's my middle name. Technically, my mom's maiden name. So it's Pam Aquino Escalona. Whatever. He's not there. Mabuhay Manong. Oh, well, he might be Tagalog. I'm Ilocano. Anyway, I have cerebral palsy. So, yeah, please don't give me a full glass of drink while I'm standing up. Shakiness that will spill it all over the floor. And I am not going to clean it up. I can't even smoke weed, so it's going to be hard for me. I can't even give heads, so sorry. Shit. But I can give good muscle spasm, good hand job. But muscle spasm. I know. I went to a couple of mics today, and I know, I think Minute might hear this shit. He might be grossed out. So prepare to do this. Anyway, I have a confession to make. I'm going to tell my bad habits. So technically, I like to pick on scabs. Yes, I said it. I like to pick on scabs. Fuck, that's so amazing. I know it's a human band-aid, but I like it. Frick, I'm not like the one that just scratch it right away when it's wet. I wait when it's 1 week, 2 week dry, and then I peel it off. I know that's really sick. I know, yeah. I know, it's real. There's a particular scab that I like. It's, the line scab. That's the best one. When you have that line scab, like a scratch, that's the best part of scabs. I know. When I was young in my teenage years, I would like buy my sister, my younger sister, like candies, so I'm like a predator, so I can scratch her scabs. I know. Do you want candy? Let me scratch your scab. No, God. I know she's a mom now, and she's warning her sons not to show their scabs. Do not show your scab to Auntie Pam. She'll bribe you with candy. God. My nephew had those biggest scabs, and it's like, I'll do it on my own, Auntie. I'll do it with the back scratcher. I know there was a big scab on his back, and I was tempted to scratch it. I know, but I'm such a sick motherfucker, am I? Fuck yeah, I know. In Filipino, Jay might know it. We call it good deal. Good deal ka, you know. I know. I know. It's like a lot of Hispanic there, but hey, any Hispanic people, have you ever tried puto? Fuck you, whatever. It's I know, they're like, fuck, that's a male whore. No, it's a dessert for us. I have no idea why they named it. I know we have a lot of Filipino and Hispanic food, like lechon and adobo. We're the best. I've tried Hispanic adobo, and it's not, I'm like, that's their adobo? Why is there a orange peel in it? It's not greasy. I need rice, not the Uncle Ben rice, the sticky rice. Yeah, I know. Yeah, shit. I know. Well, I have fun. Thanks for having me, Sam. Are you Filipino? Because I don't know. No, you're Hispanic. Okay,
yeah, I'm Hispanic.
puto.
I just have those stoner
Yeah.
eyes.
Okay, puto. I'm Pam. That's my time. Thank you.
Oh, keep it for Pam, everybody. Woo! If she's ever on tour doing comedy and she's in your town, show her your scabs and just let her have a good time, you guys. I think she should get a cat. She should get a cat because I have a cat and I always have those lion scabs on my arms, and then now whenever I have them, I'm just peel them off and mail them to her. I don't know. I might do that, you guys. Oh man, let's keep this thing going along. I don't know anybody who can top that tonight, so I guess the show's over, everybody. Just kidding. You guys didn't laugh. You guys took it too serious. I'm gonna do what Pam did. I'm gonna tell a joke that only Jay gets. No, okay. Just kidding. That was good, Pam. That was really fun, though. That was really fun. Let's keep it going, you guys. Your next comment coming to the stage. She is from Portland. She is very funny. Get up for Zoe Proval, everybody.
Hey, Gallery View. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, I'm beginning to think that doing comedy in your room isn't such a good idea because I may have just taken a little nap. Good morning, everybody. Did I plan anything? No, but why not? I also, what I did was I you know those games when you know Instagram? You know Instagram. You've heard of it. You don't know who I'm pointing at. It's a surprise. You know it though. I was scrolling. I actually downloaded one of those games where it's like it took me 27 tries to do it, and it's just a game where you untie knots. And there were so many ads that it just took a little nap. Untying knots is one of my favorite things. It's like my scab picking. I do scab pick too. I got a couple special spots. We all do it. My girl Pam. It used to be the only thing on my OkCupid profile. Or my Tinder. Which I didn't even think about how that's inviting people to be like, well, then can you tie me up in knots? I'm like, no, I just like untying them. If anybody can think of a way to turn untying knots into a business, I'll take it. Oh, are we playing Quiplash? I thought this was Quiplash. I'm just here for the Quiplash. Just kidding. I just had a message that said, want to join Quiplash? And I'm going to say, yes, I'm doing my set right now. Right. Right now, yes, I'm doing that's all I'll say. Do I haven't minimized my self-energy? Because I haven't. I'm actually looking at you guys. I can't wait to go back to analog open mics. So I can open with, are you guys on gallery view or on active speaker mode? I didn't realize how much I drooled until these things. I think I'm pretty consistently right there, or maybe it's just the shine of the light on my laptop on my face. Oh, okay. Been doing Zoom calls with like people from high school. It's like I didn't talk to you before this. Why am I getting roped into a reunion right now? I did one. I killed. So I got invited to another one. And in the invite, the person who made it listed everybody's names and their partner's names. And under me, it just said Zoe / Llama. I had no idea that I was in love with this $20 poster that I got at Ross like a month before the pandemic. But here we are. Oh, I like to shop. I swear, I need a second half of pandemic set because this stuff is not working for me anymore, you guys. It doesn't feel like we're going into another wave and everything. Wait, I asked him, am I crushing? I'll say yes. The shopping thing is ideal for me, though. Every time I get social anxiety, I feel like I'm being trapped in a... But now it's like I'm like supermarket sweeping all over the place. It's great. I followed some Gen Zers around IKEA. My favorite sections. Fuck, I forgot this. I really did. I'm just like, there's notes over here. Can you guys tell? I'm looking at notes? Yes. Good. All right. Well, I'm just gathering. I hadn't swiped right. I just realized like there's like 4 faces. So thank you for your feedback. We really appreciate it. Now I'm sweating. Did I get the light?
1 minute.
Oh wow, but that's crazy. I said it right when you sent it. Okay. I've been babysitting in Portland here for less than a year now, so I have met more trans kids than cis ones. It's great. This is the world that I want to be living in. I work for a gay trans preteen now. He's super cool. And I worry about him sometimes because I know it's rough, but I mean, he came out as trans in Portland, Oregon. He had 6 other kids to come out with. They all started a gay straight alliance club, and 1 kid didn't join. And then he got kicked, and then he had to change schools because he was humiliated. It's okay. I ran that joke by his mom. She laughed. And I checked in with a Zoomer too. If anybody wants to take a shot with me, I wish this was real. Okay, thank you, Funky Sam. Give it up for Funky Sam.
Yeah. Keep it going for Zoe, everybody.
Woo.
And her soulmate llama behind her. Oh, I don't think you can do that on the internet, Zoe. Watch out. You're going to get canceled.
You got to pay for it.
Oh, dang.
Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody knows. Somebody experienced that before. Okay, let's move on, you guys. I'm a little bit creeped out now by my own joke and then the following joke that somebody else made. Let's move on. This next comic, she's a really funny lady. She runs her mic on Tuesday night, and just hit her up and she'll put you on it. It's a really fun mic. I did it one time. I think the first time. I think it was on the very first time. Get it for Melanie Calabrese, everybody. Melanie Calabrese.
Hey, thanks, Sam. Hi, everybody. So I know that Pamela started the scab talk. And so, when she first said scab, it brought back this memory to me. My dad, he worked construction all his life. And on the East Coast, they call scabs. It's like a slang word for when somebody works a construction job and they are not under union. They call them scabs, apparently. So I grew up with my dad was always working union jobs. He was a construction worker from the time he was 18 until he was like, well, probably 65 or so, 60s. So he would be driving and he'd find these jobs. He would find people working these jobs that were non-union. And he would roll down the window, you know, back then they had the, you know, he'd use the crank and he'd say, not the crank, the, you know, windowsill thing. And he would yell out, scabs. And then my sisters and I were like little and we yell out, scabs out the window. To this day, if I'm never gonna date a guy that works on, you know, without being in a union. My dad's like, scabs. So anyway, speaking of my dad, he's you know, I'm divorced. I've been married twice. So my dad's always trying to give me dating advice, and I don't understand it because he's been married to my mom for 52 years. Yeah, 52 years. I don't know. And so, so he's, you know, and I'm just like, what do you know about dating, Dad? You've been with Mom all those years since you were 16. And so, so it's been an interesting, like, I think it's been 4 years now I've been divorced. And so the other day I thought I'd reconnect with somebody. I think it was about 2 weeks ago now. Everything's just like a time warp here. And it's this old flame that I had. He had, I said, okay, let's reconnect, you know. And so, like, we met up, and I don't know, he's living with his mom, you know what I mean, and he's not working, which is fine, you know, if he's not working. Well, but it isn't fine. So anyways, we walked to Carl's Jr., right? And I had already eaten, and then he's like, well, I'm going to get a milkshake. I'm like, okay, I'll just get water. It's not, I already ate. So then he's like, oh, my stomach really hurts. Can you take this milkshake? And he, like, gives it to me, and I'm like, can you throw this away? I'm like, no, I'm not going to throw away your milkshake. And I'm thinking, isn't he supposed to come to me for my milkshake? I'm not supposed to get his milkshake, you know? And then, like, you know, I'm like, whatever, you know, because we dated like 3 years ago. And, you know, I should have, my friend had said, don't go back if you said no to somebody. And I said, oh, maybe it'll be fun. It wasn't fun. So then, like, you know, we went and we hung out my car. And it was, you know, he was kissing me and it's getting all steamy. And that's about it, right? I think I said last time, maybe first and a half base. It wasn't even the second base. And I said, oh, so who are you voting for? And he goes, I can't tell you. We were right in the middle of like kissing. And I said, okay. I said, well, I got to go home. And I said, okay. He's voting for Trump. Okay. That's for you, RGB. I know you died. I'm going to give all Republicans blue balls. Okay. Hey, he's gonna turn blue part of his body. That motherfucker has blue balls, you know. So you know, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? I can't. And like, you don't always make these little references. It doesn't surprise me. So yeah. So I don't know. And he was calling me, and I'm just like, you know, I can't do it. It's just many reasons why. But I don't know. You don't support Trump. I'm not gonna date you. You know. So anyway, yeah, so whenever I had this thing for a while, or I would go on a date with somebody and then I'd have these cards if they, you know, they were weird or just, you know, there's a lot of weird men out there. And once you got on the card, I don't go back to you, right? Do you want to hear some of the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said I dabbled in Scientology. I dabbled in Scientology. And then I met this one guy, and he said, I got to let you know I have erectile dysfunction. And then, like, you know, it's great when you have somebody that tries to set you up with somebody. You know, you said this a couple of years ago. I used to get my nails done, and the salon woman goes, oh, I have somebody perfect for you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So, you know, the guy, I talked to him on the phone. Thank God I didn't meet him in person. He was creepy. And I checked out, he said, check out my Facebook page. I go by this name. And the Facebook post said, Hail Stalin, God bless the USSR. And I'm like, oh. And then another one was, hey, did I tell you I just lost my job? Too many write-ups. And then there was, hey, I have gluten intolerance. It gives me diarrhea. And then he ate all my bread on the date. And I thought, oh, God, this guy poops his pants. I don't know what I'm going to do. Another one is I'm 48 and I had to take out a loan from my brother to buy a vacuum cleaner. I thought, well, at least he's clean. And this was the guy I had reconnected with. I should have known better. I'm not working now. My ex pays me alimony. It's been 2 years. And all I can think about is, we're at dinner. So his ex is paying for the dinner. So yeah, anyways, but RGB, that's what my goal is in life. I'm going to meet a Republican, get him all excited and give him blue balls just for you. Make sure you rest in peace. I'm not that crazy. I don't know. I'm not that, it's just me and my dog in this house, okay? And a little bit of pumpkin liqueur, right? I drank half the bottle, Sam, so I'm feeling good. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, so that's all I got. If you guys want to do the open mic on Tuesday, myself and Pete Muniz does it. And it's fun. It's a fun time, 7:00 Tuesdays. Everybody take care. Make sure you get the
Melanie, keep going for Melanie, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Melanie. That was awesome. Okay, let's keep this thing going, you guys. This next comic, she's a really funny lady. She recently did a 24-hour mic, and it was super fun. I ended up doing 3 sets on it in the 24-hour time frame, and a bunch of other amazing comics did some sets too. So it was a lot of fun. We had a good time, and we're gonna do it again next week, everybody. I'm just kidding. I don't know if she can survive another one of those, but it was a lot of fun, and we all appreciate the hard work that was put into it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next comic, Paula.
Well, I gotta first give it up for my host in the Hypothetical Comedy Network House. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for doing this. Yes, and thank you for being something I can count time by, because everything else in my world's gone to shit. So please don't stop this mic. We all were devastated this week when we got news that one of our other beloved mics is on hiatus. I'm calling it hiatus. It's, nothing is permanent, so we'll see. But thanks again, Sam. I appreciate you. And I hope I give you guys all your free money's worth, because that's cool. Like, who doesn't like that? You guys give me my money's worth for fucking months now. Like, oh my God, it's been great. It's been great. So, before I get started, I need to thank my internet sponsor, because my neighbor's the sponsor of my internet tonight. So, yeah, I got to thank him for not knowing that yet, because that would fuck my shit up. Nice guy, right? So I wanted to let you guys on a little secret. There's actually a Savage at Savage Henry's Comedy Club. I don't know if you guys know that. There's actually 2. There's 2. Surprise! I'm one of them. Who knew? I'm a Savage. Right? I'm what's called the incognito engine. I can hide in plain sight. So that's handy. Super handy nowadays too, because shit be happening all the time. Really pissing me off. So yeah, I'm native. I'm Hoopaw from Northern California. And luckily we were in the top northern corner, because by the time they got to us, after murdering and pillaging and all those horrible things, by the time they got to us, they had PTSD. Thank God, right? Slowed their roll. Yeah. And then they started marrying us instead of killing us. So that was nice. It was nice, I gotta say. I appreciate that. It's a long story, but that's how I got my white daddy, when you think about it. Funnily enough, we found out years ago that he actually has a little bit of native in him, but his native comes from the Trail of Tears, so we don't like to talk about it because that's sad, Oh, crazy times. But it's my mom. My mom's not full-blooded, but she likes to act like she is, so that's always entertaining and scary. Yeah. People are like, what is a native mom like? I said, well, put all the ethnic moms together and piss it off. My mom was the kind of mom that when I got hit by a car 2 separate times when I was a young kid, I didn't tell my mom, because I would have got my ass kicked again for being in the wrong spot. Yeah. So I waited. I waited a long time before she found out. Actually, a few months ago, I sent her one of my sets where I do this bit about having gotten hit by a car, and she waited till she saw me and hit me in the back of the head. Now they think I'm an asshole. Now they think I'm so mean, my own kid can't come and tell me. I'm like, well, I couldn't. It's all good. It's making good bits now, so No, I love my mom. She's amazing. So yeah, there's a lot of pros and cons to being native. You know, we've got killer fucking jewelry. You know, that's awesome. Gotta like that jewelry. We got nice medicine, you know, but people be fucking with that sage, man. You gotta calm down. That shit's powerful. You know, like, woo. And I guess y'all can keep calling yourself Cherokee, the ones that like to do that, you know, because we need all hands on deck now. All of them. So come to the tribe. Yeah, and my family were actually given native names, native names. And my older sister's name was Daytime Moon, which I took it to mean that she was hot like the sun and scolded anyone around her, you know, and that was true. It really was. Hot motherfucker. And then my younger sister, her name is Butterfly. And I was like, oh my God, that's so pretty. So nice to look at, you know? Fragile as a motherfucker. Can I just tell you, like, whew, that worked out. Love my sister. She's a butterfly in heaven now, so I gotta watch what I say. But she would understand. She's all for the laugh, you know? Like, I miss my sister. And me being the middle child, my Indian name is Spiked Buck. Technology wasn't on par back then, I guess. Mom said it was because she liked to eat deer meat when she was pregnant with me. That doesn't help much. Because I thought I was supposed to be transgendered or something, you know? Like, you know, but back in my day, that wasn't a thing, you know? Like, so I got married and fucked my life up that way. But the funny thing is I was on an adventure a few months ago going through the mountains at 3 a.m. And no one should go through the mountains at 3 a.m., native or not. You know, it's just dumb, right? And I'm cruising along, and I turn this corner, and I see a buck. And I broke, and I didn't hit it. I was like, phew. But his brother was literally tailgating, and I spiked that buck.
Oh.
So I've leveled up and got my name literally now because I spiked the buck. This doesn't happen too often. You don't get it. Like my cousin, Two Dogs Fucking, he can't ever do that. He can't ever be Two Dogs Fucking. But me, spiked buck. So thank you for the time, Sam, and everybody. You guys are great. Have a good night. I can't wait to hear Deb.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good one for Paul, everybody. Paul, she runs 2 mics on Tuesday and on Sunday. So hit her up. Get on those. Those are really fun. It's always a good time with Paula and the Savage Henry crew.
Savage Henry for life.
Hell yeah. I can't wait till this world opens up because you guys aren't very far, and I'm going to go there someday.
Oh, yeah.
Someday.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Speaking of people who aren't very far, this next comic is out of San Francisco. She may have yelled at you on a Zoom for any number of reasons. But she shares a birthday with me, so we have to love her. Give it up for Deb Marr, everybody.
Yeah, Deb.
Yeah!
Hey, Deb.
Hey, guys. Please lower all your expectations.
Is the queen. The fucking queen. Look at her.
Yeah. Oy vey. If I turned this camera like 2 inches in either direction, queen would not be the word that in your mind. What is it? My decorating. Oh, I can't remember this funny joke I wrote. I'm a little spacey. Okay, guys. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Athena. Oh my goodness, I am just having one of those. Deb, come on, you can do it. Come on, you got it. There's an audience there. Look, I have ADD. That's my excuse tonight. And yeah, I'm not making connections, and I have the same birthday as Sam.
Woo.
And the year is so close. Okay, so I think we're heading towards civil war.
Oh, man.
And Nico, I'm so glad you're nodding. Would you please get out of Idaho soon? You're like the only Jew there. Please.
I would be happy to.
About you.
I would be happy to.
I would be happy to.
Great. And then I think, where can Nico go? You know, and like, oh, okay, you know, maybe Seattle or Portland, but then those places are going to get, they're going to be like the Warsaw Ghetto. They're going to be under siege, surrounded. How do things look there in Tracy, Sam? Sam's in the middle of California, in the red part of California. How aggro are people around there?
Things are good. Everybody's chill. Everybody's mellow. The fires have backed off a little bit. You know, I threatened them with Deb Mar.
Are people? Are there a lot of Trump supporters around there?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Not that I know of, but I don't really talk to people outside. I just talk to people on Zoom. So.
Well, right. Okay. Well, then you're going to be the front line for the people marching from Modesto to hunt down the liberals. How do we make this funny? I'm workshopping it. Yeah, because I don't like enabling denial. I don't think that's helpful just on a personal level, but it's as a comic, I think it's my responsibility to bring truth as I see it, which means get out to the fucking shooting range.
Yeah.
And learn how to use a goddamn weapon, because they're not coming to debate us. I'm a Jewess. I'm top of the list of targets.
Oh no.
Of these motherfuckers. They have gone off the deep end. Anybody see Invasion of the Body Snatchers? You must. It's my homework assignment this week. Next Friday, I want to know everybody saw it, the 1973 version. Aaron, it was 73, right? No, it wasn't that late. Okay, my housemate, who's like encyclopedia brain, says 78. The one with Donald Sutherland. Okay, 1 minute. Go away, little chat message. So, so you can't just like hit a thing. Like they're taking over, but we have responsibility too. We've been self-righteous assholes too. Oh my God, can our country repair? You think I got the answer? I'm a fucking comic. What is wrong with everybody? What are you looking to me for? And we're gonna have to entertain the troops. I'm rapping, Sam. This is a PSA for comics. We're gonna have to like help keep up morale after the 80th massacre. I just hate that I see what's happening, and then there are people like my date tonight. He's adorable. But he's like, oh, did you know that Biden voted, I don't know, whatever, against desegregation? He was against desegregation in the 70s. And I'm just like, oh, we're talking about the 70s? He's lucky this date is just, if he wasn't as cute as he is, I'm pushing him out of his own car. with this kind of political discussion. Oh, you vague. Oh, he was against desegregation. He voted against gay marriage. I'm just like, are we real? We're gonna go over this asshole's record? And then my next question was, do you know how to use a gun? You grew up in the country, right? He goes, oh yeah, I know everything about it. And I was like, that's what we're gonna talk about. Because that's gonna be our next date. You're taking me to the shooting range. And tell me about Biden's record anymore. Okay. Were you whining for a second there, Sam? Did I hear like a,
Someone's gonna die.
Sounded like, that was your tongue.
Yeah.
He's such a softie. I love you, Sam. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. I'm Debmar.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, like, there's a lot of places I wouldn't mind seeing Deb Mar, but I think a shooting range is not one of them, you guys.
I want to know what Deb puts up as a target. Like what you put up as a target. Or I don't want to know. Maybe I don't want to know.
Careful, everybody. Don't get on my bad side.
I think Deb should talk to Melanie so we can get a red flag card of this guy.
Know how to compare notes.
Yeah, she needs to put him on a card.
Deb,
from the 70s.
Deb, we're gonna make a card.
You got it.
The filter.
All right, you guys. This is
You
fun.
know who's gonna be on my target?
What's that?
These kids who bitch about pronouns.
Oh.
That shit is so out there. Like, that's the problem. Fucking pronouns.
What's that all about?
Deb, you were so.
Fucking kill us. Pronouns. Who gives a shit? You got a couple gender fluid friends.
Deb, you were so good. You were about to get out of here without getting canceled. You just had to just go there. Deb has a record. She wants to know how many weeks in a row she could be canceled and still be a comedian, you guys.
You care about getting canceled? This is civil war, motherfucker!
How did I get canceled, Sam?
At the very least,
the
be my
pronouns are a
life
very
coach.
important thing.
I got canceled by the people who are going to get slaughtered first.
The people that like pronouns. Whenever people ask me my preferred pronouns, I always say dude and bro. Those are my preferred pronouns.
The amateur nouns.
Hey, you're coming until later. Be quiet, you. Okay, let's keep this thing
Good
going,
one,
you guys.
Vic. Good one.
Yeah, that was. I know. Finally, right? We've been waiting. How many weeks now? Good job, Victor.
Glass, right?
You win, you guys. Oh, also, Deb runs a really cool mic that I'm not allowed to go to watch it or to talk about it because I'm a male. And I think Amber Gill told her to hate me.
Know of it.
I don't even know about it. I don't even know what it's called, you guys. But if you're a woman and you're not a man and you don't like pronouns, hit her up. It's called Chick with Mike.
Say the name at a frequency men can't hear.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna private message the name of the mic to all the women here, and the guys can just go fuck themselves.
Jeez.
I was being Deb Mar.
We
go
need
fuck
our
yourself.
time.
Fucking guys. Okay.
Let's go to the other 120 mics a week.
Yeah.
I had to keep Amber Gill and Deb Mar very apart on this because if they get together, man, they're both just destroy all the men in the world.
Lethal.
I know. This is getting off the rails. You guys, calm down. This next comic is a really funny lady. She's the last of our ladies in a row. We don't call them chicks with mics. We call them nice women with mics. It's a little more respectful, you guys. I'm just kidding. Give it for the very funny, the very beautiful Athena Rodriguez, everybody.
Yay!
Woo! Yeah.
Seamless.
Thank you.
She's cute.
Oh, hi. Hello. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, man. I just want to say that I'm really excited about the oversaturation of Star Wars nowadays. I am a fan. I love it. You know, when I was a kid, we used to play Star Wars in our neighborhood. You let the kid down the street, play Princess Leia because he already had the costume. I used to play Jabba the Hutt, which I'm okay with, but he's not very multifaceted character, is he? I mean, there's only so many times you could walk around going, all right.
I noticed that ever since I got married, my husband likes to do wife jokes, and it's kind of getting to me. It is. It's kind of getting to me. You know, he came up to me in the kitchen and he was like, "Hey, babe, help me with this joke I'm writing." And I said, "Okay, lay it on me." And he says, "My wife is so dumb." That's all I got. I'm like, "You know that's mentally abusive." And he goes, "No, babe, it's mentally amusive because it's funny." And so me being, you know, me, I go over to, you know, his office, the bathroom. And I'm like, "Hey, babe, I'm writing this joke. Can you help me with it?" And he goes, "Sure, lay it on me." And I'm like, "So my husband smells like old hot dog water." That's all I have so far. He's like, "Babe, you're just being passive aggressive." And well, no, babe, I'm being passive aggressive. I am glad that I'm married. I didn't like dating very much because I was traumatized from dating. You know, I caught my ex cheating on me. It was really hard for me. I walked in on him doing it. I was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And he's all, "Hey, babe, you made it to the threesome." I was like, "Oh, dang." Oh, shit. And then I realized that he's a liar because the guy he was fucking wasn't even my type. Apparently you can have two bears, guys. I get self-conscious about random, really dumb things. I feel like they're dumb things because, you know, that's just the way I am. But the last time I felt self-conscious was the other night, and Sam and I were like in the middle of sex, and at some point he looked straight at me and laughed. And I was like, "Holy shit, my O face made him laugh." And I was like, "Oh my God, why did you laugh?" And he goes, "Oh, it's not you. I just wrote a joke." Like, okay. I mean, I don't give him enough credit. Sam is a very sweet person. He's a giver and stuff, and he is so kind to me during sex that, like, one time he spanked me and I said, "Ow." And then he didn't spank me for the rest of the night. He just put me in the corner for a timeout. I felt really bad. I like it though. We're progressive with our sex. It progresses into cuddles and cognitive behavioral therapy. It's nice. My son moved out after turning 18, getting a job and graduating high school, and I'm still, not over it quite yet. And it was funny because he told me, "Mom, I just don't want to be a burden on you anymore." I was like, "Wow, really? That's like the most grown-up shit you've ever said." And he goes, "So I'm moving across the street to Grandma's house." All right. And it's funny because he's going to be 19 in January. And I think about, my life at 19, and I got kind of roped into this job that I should have researched more. It was for a work-at-home job for phone actresses. And I was like, "Oh, shit." And during my interview, the guy was like, "Okay, so you're going to have multiple roles." Right on. You're going to speak to people who are eager to speak to you. I'm like, right on. And then he goes, "For about 5 to 8 minute intervals." And I'm like, "What? What is this?" And phone actress is actually a phone sex operator. And I had just started having sex that year, so it was really hard because they would whisper in your ear what the person was calling for, and then you hook up with them and you're supposed to be that person. And I thought it would be easy, but I kept getting really hard ones like, The first one was Busty Blondes. I was like, I have big boobs and I'm a blonde. The other one was Asian co-eds. And the only Asian voice I really know how to do is Miss Swan from Mad TV.
Oh my god.
The whole time I'm like, oh, she's in the bathroom. I didn't know how to do it. It was not a very good turn on. And then this one guy, right as he was coming, he went into the phone and he was like, now we're connected forever. I was like, what the hell does that? Did you just give me an STD over the phone? What does that mean? I didn't last very long. I only did the job for 3 days because I was starting to avoid talking about sex. It was uncomfortable for me. I didn't know what I was doing. The guy that was on the phone, my last person, was like, oh yeah, what are you wearing? And I was like, pants, you nasty. Okay. Well, my name is Athena Rodriguez. You guys have a great night. Thank you for being here.
That was super good.
Yay!
All right, keep it going for Athena, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, one person. I don't know who it was. But we'll just say it was Nico.
I almost spit out my soda.
I was clapping.
All right, it was
Jose.
Nico. I was right, you guys. I just was looking at the camera and I thought I had something on my face, but it was actually the mouse, the little arrow. I was like, what's on my face? And then it moved and I was like, oh, it's the mouse. I'm fine. I'm okay. I don't have a tumor on my face. Hey, so I don't know where she gets the idea of wife jokes. I really don't, you guys. It's kind of silly, kind of ridiculous. I do have these Rodney Dangerfield jokes I'm working on that I wanted to say here. I haven't done them on any. I've done them on one open mic in person, maybe two actually, but I've done them on 0 Zoom mics. I've only done them on this mic, and I want to try them out on you guys. So, you guys ready?
Yeah. No.
All right. My wife. She's so paranoid. She's so paranoid. She told me she had a stalker, and so I went outside to go see, and it was her shadow. Guys, my wife, she's so sneaky. I caught her taking my wallet out of my pants, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Laundry," but I'm still wearing them. My wife, she's so dyslexic. My wife is so dyslexic. When we got married, the guy said, "You can now say I do," and she goes, "Do I?" Yeah, I like that. I don't know where she gets that idea, though, you guys. So that's the last of our little women's block. We're going to have one more comic for you, and unfortunately, it's an icky boy. Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't mean to have an icky boy on the show. But he's really funny. He did a funny thing earlier, and we were waiting for a long time for him to say something funny, so that was cool. Let's give it for Uncle Vic, everybody. Uncle Vic.
Amateur nails.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was practicing being muted, Sam. Okay. Anyway, half the joke is half the mic time is anything I can squeeze out, and the other half is being muted. So that's why I asked for 20 minutes. But he gave me 45, so here we go, you guys. Good luck. I just want to say that everybody on here, I love you guys, and I've been drinking, so I had a rough week. Let's just say I had a really rough week about 5 years ago, and it just I was just reliving it. So for the hell of it, I said any excuse to crack the bottle.
Cheers, Victor.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, let's get more lighthearted. God, you can.
L'chaim.
I'm just, hey, yeah, L'chaim, L'chaim, her too. We gave you Ben-Hur. I mean, isn't that what they call it, a hysterectomy? I mean, there's trade-offs, I heard a lot of, dating jokes tonight and some really good. Where's that one lady at? She was doing some of the man. Well, I don't want to say man bashing, man education. Let's say like that. I just heard some good stuff tonight. I really like the dating and the you know, and the men jokes too. I like those too. I just want to go on record saying that. Okay, guys, I got him right now. I got him, fellas. I got him. Shh. Okay. My name is Uncle Vic. Like a lot of comics here, I live in the Bay Area. But sometimes I like to think that I'm in outer space, and you know, I attribute that to Sam and Athena's dealer. So that really helps. Thank you, Sam, for the hookup. Anyway, no, like a lot of comics and like a lot of entertainers, I should say. I'm an extrovert. I like to have fun. You know, I don't want to be tied down with anything or anybody. I just want to have fun, have a good time. And I realize that's part of one of the symptoms of having ADD. And when I was a kid, you know, I would be like running around the house, and I'm the youngest of 6 kids, so this house was mayhem. My parents, you know, just, you know, my Italian dad and my Native American mom, they just didn't know what to do with me. And you know, this is like in the 60s, mid 60s, and my mom was like, Victor, slow down. Oh, okay, you know, and she says, tell you what, here's a cookie. I was like, oh, that's gonna slow him down. A big old batch of sugar and shit, you know, and stuff like that. So when my doctor, you know, diagnosed me with ADD in the 70s, you know, he tried all sorts of different things, and none of them really worked. You know, and in the 80s, he goes, hey, I think we have it nailed down. Actually, you suffer from ADHD. I'm like, oh, great. Now I get this shit in high def. Okay, I get it. Just, you know, lay it on me. I'm going to sleep really good tonight knowing how fucked up I really am. Okay. So I didn't know this was the ADD crowd. Apparently you guys are feeling it too. So for a while there, I just kind of like made my own remedies and whatnot. And I tried a couple of things. I experimented with drugs and whatnot. And one particular drug that I kind of got hooked on was crystal. You know, pot and alcohol just wasn't enough. I mean, that crystal's pretty strong stuff. You know, I don't know if you guys know much about it, but it's pretty addicting. I mean, it comes in what? The mango cherry and the southern iced tea and then the lemonade. I mean, come on. So thank you, because these guys have already heard them. Okay, I'll just jump into new territory here. How about that? So I love eBay, as you guys know. I like the eBay dating service. I'll talk about that in a minute. But sometimes on eBay, you buy things, because I like to buy things on eBay because of free shipping. And, you know, free shipping is the main thing. It's not even the matter if it's a good fit or if I even need the freaking thing, but, you know, free shipping just gets me like every time. So I just bought a computer mouse, and I didn't realize how small it was. And I put my hand on it to try it, and I realized it looked like a spider having sex. Like, wow, you know, you ever get that feeling? You get freaking carpal tunnel, let alone it's like a freaking science fiction movie. You know, Day of the Spiders. I don't know. It just reminded me. I just got the thing 2 days ago, and your fucking thing doesn't even fit. It's like, shit. All right, whatever. So, yeah, I've been trying to. As you guys know, I'm retired, aka laid off from work. So I've been trying to find new ways to get you know, some money going in, and robbing a bank just isn't really cutting it right now. Maybe, you know, in a month. Sam, if you get my email, let me know. Anyway, so what am I trying to do to make some extra money? Well, my band and I we've been invited back to the bars to go play for bands, you know, for music and whatnot. And I said, how do we do that? He goes, well, we're in a cover band. So that way we can play all these different songs like, you know, come a little bit closer now, baby. You know, you guys know that one? Okay. Deb Mar has the 45. CD, that is, CD. Okay, I'm not that old. And we wrote some original songs, though, too. This is really good wine. That's all I got to say. Shit. And, you know, that's why we're saying we're a cover band. So, like, you know, we wrote some original songs, though, too. Like, you know, Compromise is just but 3 feet away. Or, you know, breakup song. Hey, is your name Karen? Okay. Well, all right. Let me write this down. That one killed. Okay. So let's see what else we want to talk about. Oh, you know what I did? We have all this free time to do all sorts of shit, and of course you could just network on, or not network, but you can just binge on Netflix or anything else and just sit like on the couch. But I don't want to do that. I'm trying to find all sorts of things. So you know what I did? I manscaped for the very first time, and I got to tell you, look, all the guys look up here all of a sudden. Oh, hey, now you got my attention. Okay, great. Well, anyway, those that didn't look up, they've already done it. So you guys are, Nico, I get it, Nico. With a goatee like that, I mean, come on, dude, I know. It's inevitable, right? Two goatees to worry about. But anyway, so I manscaped the other day for the very first time. I mean, I had to because I gained so much weight that when I went hiking the other day for the first time, my junk caught on fire. I swear it was like two matchsticks rubbing together. And luckily, I had a bottle of water standing by, and I poured it, on my junk. Hey, it was carbonated. Wink, wink. Okay. So, sorry, girls. I'm just trying to be discreet. Anyway. What else happened? Let's see. Oh, you know what I did? I roofied myself the other day. I wanted to see. Everybody's talking about the roofie shit. I know it's bad, but I was just curious. I roofied myself, and I woke up laughing and crying at the same time. My mascara was running all over the place, so that was the only bad thing about it. But David Bowie was on the stereo, so it wasn't so bad. Nico, you were there. What the hell are you talking about? Shit. So anyway, I think I'm gonna just end it right there. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, right, Uncle Vic. Keep it going for Uncle Vic, everybody. His green screen is falling down behind him, and he has no idea.
I killed myself. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
Can we do a wellness check on Uncle Vic, you guys?
Hey, you know what?
Hey, I joined the cover band, you guys. I joined the cover band, and I was like, hey, how does this work? And they said, stand 6 feet apart and cover your face. I joined the cover band, and Uncle Vic was in it, so I quit.
Yeah, you wanted a good singer.
I joined the cover band, and all they wanted to do was sleep. I don't know. I'm just trying to do cover band jokes, you guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you very much. This is our show. That's our time. That's all everything. We'll be hanging out in the Zoom, so you guys want to hang out. If you guys don't, then you know where the exit button is, and I'm going to be turning off the stream now.